Build on topics, whether conscious or cosmic. It's never nonsense, mega levels are microscopic. It's a Killah Priest project, AD control the rocket. Before we land the plane, many things we engage and explain. The unexplained, without mask. Welcome to the Killah Priest podcast. Killah Priest podcast. Yo, what up, everybody? Yo, welcome to another episode of the Killah Priest podcast. I am your host, Killah Priest. I am Sheik from the Middle East. My co-host that's holding the rocket, riding the engineer of the rocket, none other than A Dizzle.
What's good? Mic check.
Got another co-host up in the house.
Check.
Soul up in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Word. Yo, make some noise, yo. Yo, they coming in, yo. I just seen it. As soon as I looked up, I said the word Emerald Tablets of Thoth. That's crazy. And that was by, what's the name? Shout out. Big shout out. I see Jody up in the building. Shout out to Jody, our moderator. What's up? Got to shout her out first. And then let me get myself together. Shout out to the chat room. The Rocketeers and the Craftsmen in the building. What's up, yo? What's good? Oh, let me turn this. Get this. Set it off right. We got any sound effects or whatever? We just sound it off because it's MLK Day. It's gonna be real. It's gonna be real today, yo. MLK Day today. Word. So now that they know. Yeah. What's good, yo? I see oh yeah, Sword in the action, Jody in the building. MLK, man. Oh man, so we done made it up to here. 2020. 2021, my bad. 2021. You know why I still be saying 2020? Because it seemed like he got his hand still reaching down, deep down into 2021, yeah. And taking people, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been crazy events that have been going on. For real.
It still feels like we're in 2020 still sometimes.
Right?
Yeah, I feel like we haven't even left yet.
How many of y'all out there feel like y'all still in 2020? And that 2021 is just a front. A front, man, for 2020. Gotta get my joint right. Yeah, I see y'all up in the house. Somebody said 2022 a third. Okay. Yes, MLK. So for those, I know everybody on here knows who MK, what he did, what he represented. Marching, leading the Freedom March. But apparently he did that in a country that rather pick up stones and stone him for marching for peace. You know what I mean? So we honor him today through the adversities and crazy stuff that he had to endure going through. He is one of our leaders. He's one of our speakers. And today, all over, it's cookouts. Cookouts, barbecues, there's music turned up, there's venues selling all type of merchandise. Get your money. There's somebody selling all type of stuff on MLK Boulevard. Man, that's messed up, man. That's messed up. But what he represented was something real. Something for black people, not just black people, for the whole world. Because peace is something that's universal. It's something that in the cradle of our hearts, the depths of our soul that we seek. It's the absence of all confusion and it's the most beautiful thing that you can obtain while in this present existence. Peace. And he fought for that. So MLK, you know what I mean? We have to respect it, respect you. You know what I mean? As you transcend with the ancestors, this is your day. And today we're gonna have some fun, where we're gonna go over some MLK things that happened. We're gonna also do some just debate, not even debates, man, just talking on, how he may have influenced you and influenced others, and where we at today, period. You know what I'm saying? We all that marching we did, and look where we at now. Bananas, yo. Bananas. Trump got impeached twice. My bad, y'all. Well, let me turn this off. That's my bag. I thought I grew up out of that. So,
Hey, it's all good. You a busy
yeah.
man. It's all good.
Yeah, no doubt.
See, I just fucked up too.
Yeah. Is it retrograde?
Not yet. Not yet. It's not retrograde yet.
Pardon me, I'm gonna come back in a minute. 1 second. Let me just
You want me to play that video?
Yeah, let's let it run. And for all y'all that's listening, that's coming in, we're gonna bring Sewell over there. He's up there puffing. For all y'all that's listening and just coming in, MLK Day to Day. Check out the words that he said in this, and it's very moving. And this was MLK speech. Let's go.
This is the most important and crucial period of your lives, for what you do now and what you decide now at this age may well determine which way your life shall go. And the question is whether you have a proper, a solid, and a sound blueprint. And I want to suggest some of the things that should be in your life's blueprint. Number one, in your life's blueprint should be a deep belief in your own dignity, your own worth, and your own somebodyness. Don't allow anybody to make you feel that you are nobody. Always feel that you count. Always feel that you have worth. And always feel that your life has ultimate significance. Secondly, in your life's blueprint, you must have, as a basic principle, the determination to achieve excellence in your various fields of endeavor. You're going to be deciding as the days and the years unfold what you will do in life, what your life's work will be. Once you discover what it will be, set out to do it, and to do it well. Be a bush if you can't be a tree. If you can't be a highway, just be a trail. If you can't be the sun, be a star. For it isn't by size that you win or you fail. Be the best of whatever you are. Finally, in your life's blueprint must be a commitment to the eternal principles of beauty, love, and justice. Well, life for none of us has been a crystal staff, but we must keep moving. We must keep going. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl, but by all means, keep moving.
That's what we talk about, yo. On Real Talk. You know what I'm saying? Man, so much. What I get from that is never let it stagnate. Yeah, make some noise for Rahuk. This is a Rahuk. He said this speech is echoing throughout the eons of space through time. That's right, man. And I'm gonna go back to that. Yeah, what I'm feeling from that vibe is that to never stop, to keep going, and to believe in self. It wasn't just the revolutionary speeches that he had to make. It was also a powerful movement of self-improvement for individuals, because hate can't live where hate is not welcomed. You know what I'm saying? In your internal being. I'm gonna do the zigzag zig. Move forward. Who you want, me? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, moving forward, yeah. And never let nothing stop you, brother and sisters. You know what I'm saying? Humans or aliens or vampires and all you other creatures out there. Never let nothing stop you from achieving your goal.
That's right.
Because that's right, Lordy. Shout out to Lordy. 1212. Oh, I like I sound when I come a little closer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Mosa.
You could pull the mic forward to you if you want. You know.
Yeah, I like it like this. That's a. But I want to be yelling because I know when you be in the crib, be like, yo, turn priest down. All right, good looking.
There you go.
Lordy said divine oneness, and that's what it is. Trouble man, sad face of the hate. Yeah, but you can overcome that by believing in yourself. Once you happy internally, you ain't got to worry about nothing else. For real, man. Ready to bring the soul on in a minute. Yo, oh man, where's my manners, man? Because we going so fast. A Dizzle, that I didn't even do the tea. I didn't even do our tea ceremony.
That's right. You forgot the tea, man. How'd you forget that?
Yo, part me to the Rocketeers and the Craftsmen. Jody, I forgot to do my tea, man. Somebody not New York Fly. No, I don't want that tea. That tea, the tea you got, bro. I won't even finish this show. Sue just showed me some tea that's off the hook. That tea is brown and haven't been brewed. Nah, here we go.
It's a cold brew right here, boy.
Yeah. Should I bring on Sue right now?
Yeah, we do have another guest coming, and he's on his way right now.
Oh yeah, definitely got another guest coming. Okay. New York Fly said he got some cinnamon nutmeg mixed cause you priest. Oh, make some noise for the cinnamon nutmeg. That sounds crazy. I'm gonna have to market that one. Cinnamon nutmeg. I got some cinnamon sticks right here, and I didn't throw it in mine. But I stepped up my game a little bit, and I got a little bit of matcha mixed with, you know what you see is a little orange, right? It's turmeric, finally, already in it. So I put some turmeric in it. Hey, Dio, you drinking with us today?
Oh man, you know what I'm saying? I gotta do my my Gatorade.
Ain't wrong with Gatorade.
Yeah. I
You
got it in the fridge
Coca-Cola
still.
and great Gatorade. And
Yeah, I'm on that sugar.
you know that sugar rush.
I gotta keep my glycogen up.
What about some sugar cane, man? Some
Yeah.
natural sugar cane or not processed sugar, huh?
I mean, either way, sugar. You know what I mean? Like, I have it with Gatorade, the Pepsis. I don't go crazy on it. It's just I gotta keep it moving. I gotta be upbeat. I gotta be rocking.
Chat room, he's all y'all's. He's all yours. I know they're gonna go at you, AD, because he wants to do it. But hey, you doing your Gatorade, bro.
If I do Coke,
you could break it down, huh?
If I do Coca-Cola, it's Mexican Coke because it's real sugar cane. I don't mess with high fructose corn syrup or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? And it's all like in a reasonable caloric intake. It's not like going crazy with sugar or anything. I just,
You said a big word. What was that? A caloric?
caloric intake. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still mindful of the calories and everything. I keep my sugars under 200 grams a day.
All right. So there's my pour. All right, AD, you got your drink? You gonna go get it?
Oh yeah, I gotta go get it.
All right, y'all. We're gonna set up and make this. We're gonna set the stage. We're gonna set the moment and make it more. Because it's MLK Day. Make it all right. Then I'm gonna bring Sue on here, and then we can we're all gonna toast. And then we're gonna go through. We was talking about some deep stuff earlier, right?
Oh, yeah.
He says, what's that? Young Simba. He says, I'm on. That's a tongue twister. I'm on my tequila. Oh, you mean man, right? Man, I'm on my tequila.
Yo, we might be drinking tonight though,
kill
considering
ya.
the guest that we got coming in.
Oh, you gonna be off the hook?
Well,
All right.
he's bringing his entourage. Damn, why Mojito got a show up right now?
Cause we started.
Yeah, we might get a special appearance from DJ Jackie tonight.
DJ Jackie.
Remember DJ Jackie from the previous episode?
Yes,
So
yes.
we might have a little party going on, to honor MLK.
I
Right,
think Jody
Mojito?
think you was. She said Mexican Coke has different sugars. She started laughing at you.
It's true.
The floodgates are open. Though. Can you prove that?
Oh yeah, Mexican Coke has real sugar cane.
Oh, Mexican.
That's it. That's just true.
I don't know. I mean, that sounded so wild.
Yeah.
Mexican Coke got real sugar cane. You say that fast. Mexican Coke
Coke got real sugar cane to drive you insane off the plane.
Exactly. Mexican Coke now had cane.
Yeah.
No doubt. That's that good, right?
I'll start bringing in some Mexican Cokes and everything.
I know you had them.
I can stay up all night with that.
Oh, all right.
Mexican Cokes.
Yo, there's yours right there. All right, so everybody at home, grab your cold brew. If you're doing espresso, if you're doing tea brew, if you're doing 40 brews, like somebody, if you're doing your whiskey
tea
and
brews
your tea,
for the Hebrews.
yeah, your tequila or your tea killer, yeah, your brews for the Hebrews. And yeah, exactly. Egyptians drunk a lot of beer too, and Sumerians. Sumerians love beer. It's hot out there. You get you a cold, what you call it, desert quencher, or something like maybe a ziggurat.
Ziggurat.
I'm drinking a cool, refreshing ziggurat.
That's gonna be the new brew. My new brew is gonna be called the Ziggurat.
That sounds hard. Yo.
We'll have a subdivision.
All right.
Ziggurat.
Someone, Evol Wayne said he has some organic green tea. All right, here's my lift your cup, your glass, your flask, your whatever. Here's to y'all, man, at home and all across the globe, wherever we are at. Killah Priest, AD, Sue, we all toast to y'all. You got the brew? All right. Peace.
Yeah.
Hey, that went on beat. You said, like beat.
I can't help it. Once the beat starts, start talking on the rhythm.
Okay. Jody says she's on the espresso, so she's gonna be flying around the room
Yeah, espresso is good. You used to have espresso.
all the time. Let's go. Let's shut up.
Espresso is the best though.
Hey, nothing less though. It was a drink called Fresco, right?
Woo. Yeah.
Well, Beats in the house. He said it's summer down. Well, Beats is summer down here. Kev the Poet in the place. AD with the illest T soundtrack. Yeah, you killed it on this one. Yeah, you murdered it on this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I could taste the turmeric in this. Yeah. Turmeric is green and turmeric. Get a good taste in there. It's like Tesla. Nikola Tesla.
Ooh. I like that one.
Nicholas Tesla. I remember that. Shout out to Alan Caswell. He turned it. What you got? Is that yellow or gold? Is yellow and gold the same color?
No.
No.
I would say gold has a hint of orange, slightly integrated into its yellow to make that almost bronze.
Indeed, I can see it in my mind. Yeah,
Know what
yeah,
I'm
I can
saying?
see the yellow is more brighter than the gold. Yellow and gold, they like cousins, right? They like go together or something.
I think it's in the same family.
Yeah.
Spectrum.
Yeah. So what the difference? So he turned to gold, or is that yellow? For me and my fellow, hello, for the modern Othello. He said, peace, God, long live the king, but I still keep the Malcolm X on me. And the game isn't changed. Song request from MLK, how I write from power. Okay, we could do that. This is how I write, and then we'll bring it on, what's his name? No, definitely, Malcolm X, but it's not Malcolm X Day, but it's always Malcolm X and King. It's like them two was you threw the yo, y'all gotta see how AD be throwing his cat. And he just be cooling because cats never land on their back. This is how I write. It's how I write. It's the first one, yeah.
And when they came into his room, they saw him sitting up in bed,
We don't bring
dazed.
Sue on.
And he ignored everyone who was standing there. All of them were saying, "What is it? What is it? What happened?" And instead, he reached into his bag and he pulled out a book. And he closed his eyes. And he opened that book at random. And he pointed to a passage. And he opened his eyes and he read it.
Alan Cash,
and he shook
man.
his head.
Make sure you hit
And he
the
closed
subscribe.
book, and he put it back in the bag. And then he opened
Tell 'em
his
we over
eyes
here.
and
We about to go
said,
in.
"Everyone, all right.
On MLK birthday.
I'm all right."
When I'm all alone, my chair's a throne, my desk is ruins found from Soviet Union, made of marble and stone. My hat is a crown. Finally, my destiny's found. My journey begins. Pick up my pen like a brush, start to scuff art galleries of galaxies. Once my palette is squeezed, the pilot can see. My crown now grows great wings. The music sound is a breeze. I begin to lift off like a king on the back of a dragon. Anything I imagine can be seen in my graphics. Tablets of magic, telepathic at the dawn of the Sabbath. When I write Mount Sinai, I lift up to the heavens. God passes judgment, the gathering of the brothers. My mathematics emulate lights from the mysteries of divine thought. 700 new Torahs go forth if I give them the Quran. Show them the hand and beyond. From light years to eons in space, there's a great mountain where all the dead climb, trying to make it to the top before the mad tiger gouge them. Beyond that, invisible castles where all the pharaohs and all the Mayans talking and dining. And Malcolm X walks in with Medgar Evers whispers to King, Nat Turner and Harriet Tubman the scene. And Obama's grandmother's busting, yelling at everybody, we have our first black president. The heavens commenced to party,
That's when he
acting
first
up,
came in.
standing on tables, dancing. Marcus Garvey holding up by Marley. I see the sinister smile of Haile Selassie. I begin to write more and more. My mind was sore. I can see the Shekinah giving the Gavora, the Hissad and the Tafrat, the Melkut, the divine order. My mind's aura, my body swim across the cosmic waters. Divide the night from the day, calling the moon from out of the grave. We were a nation before we were slaves. Remember that. This is how I write. Right. This is how I write.
Make some noise, yo. Yo, that was, yo. That's when Obama first went in there. We recorded that. That was off the hook, man. We got the MLK shout out in there, so
That was fire.
yeah, no doubt, man. Shout out to it's Jordan, right? It's Jordan Rivers. Jordan Rivers once again catches a
Cypher Barker.
oh, it's Safe Barker. My bad, Safe. My bad. Yeah, it's one of the God's Wrath. That was Safe Barker right there. I always mix them up with that because Safe Barker goes heavy, yo. We got to start giving Safe Barker more props inside the God's Wrath. He always did, but he just did some amazing work also. And everything that I got, man, wait till y'all hear the stuff that's not even out yet with Safe Barker. It's crazy. Him and, what's her name? Shout out to him, bro. Safe Barker, God's Wrath, Black Marvel, God's Wrath, Jordan River, God's Wrath. Dope. Yo, somebody had a question they wanted me to build on.
Oh yeah, I'm bringing it back.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Jizz on here. It's real close. Ghostface, yeah. Says KP wants. I had Ghost called in a couple of times, but those, Priest, can you build on why you choose the movie The Egyptian to use on Heavy Mental, and do you see Martin Luther King, MLK being a like to the essence of the main character? All right, the first part of the question, I'll answer that. That was a movie that I was watching, man, and it was real dope. I just think that they did a lot of good research in all those old movies. And I was always, different. I was watching Kung Fu flicks too. But that movie kind of like hit me because I kind of identified with the character Sinuhe. And I always had that movie in my mind that, I just like the voice and what he was saying on it, and something about 1954. I don't know. I like my 1954. And the other part, it was just strong, man. The other part of it, do I see him as something? What was the question? AD not here, so I can't pull it down. Do I see him like Martin Luther King? Was that it? He said the Egyptian, okay, MLK being a alike to the essence of the main character. Yeah, I see MLK. I always thought, I'll say this, I always thought MLK was like a remind me of Moses. You know what I'm saying? Because of the march he led. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking like that could have been like the Red Sea. And the Egyptian was Moses too. So yeah, I think so. Definitely think so. Because Moses was raised up in a Egyptian culture and in the house of the Pharaoh. And he ended up marching through the Red Sea. So I kind of identify MLK with that. Now, when you talk about Malcolm X from the other brother, yeah, Malcolm X is more fire. He's more like Elijah. And he came from Elijah, right? Elijah Muhammad. But he was more fire, and to me, MLK was more of a voice. He had that kind of voice that carried almost like a trumpet, a strong trumpet. And it cried into the wilderness like his voice was like just carried, had substance to it. Somebody said Thutmosis. Yep. We can get into that. This is he puts Jake in the front of the car. Ooh, I don't know. I'm lost on that one. Malcolm X said to vote Republican. I don't remember that, but if he said it, I'll do it. I'm a strong believer in going with what got you there. You know what I'm saying? It's like the Buffalo Bills when they was playing the Ravens. They was throwing the ball every down, like just throwing it, because that's what got them there. They end up winning. You know what I'm saying? They end up winning because of that. So if Malcolm X said vote Republican, I don't know if you're joking or not. You know I got to do it just like when everybody went against Ice Cube. Ice Cube, I'm not going to go against Ice Cube for just anybody. Ice Cube made some of the most revolution music in the world. So when he said that the Democrats fronted on him and he went to the Republicans, then I just got to follow him on that. And if we get, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if don't quote me dead on that. I don't know if he said that, but he said something like, you know, they plan on looking out. So I'm going to go with Ice Cube because he said, F the police. And he talking about the negative side when he said that. So I'm rolling with who got me here. You know what I mean? We shaped the X Clan. How many of y'all remember the X Clan? I got how much space do I give Karens? Yo, somebody asked me how much space I give Karens. Yo, you a trip. American anatomy. That's hilarious, yo. I give them 6 feet. Got to. Crazy quick story about the X-Clan. So the overseer, I met him in Brooklyn, right? Because he's from Brooklyn. So I get a call that he want me to go down there, that he want me to, meet up with me, whatever. So I was like, okay. He said he wanted me to do something. I'm just thinking, forget that. It's the X-Clan, is the overseer, and whatever. you know, he was close with Papa Wu. So whatever it is, I just went to go see him. So I meet up with him, and we had a quick meeting. And upon talking to him, he was like, he wanted to start another X Clan. And I was like, what? You gonna start another X Clan? Yo, hold on, man. This is kind of crazy, but you know, whatever you say. And he had me, and he had Solstice. Solstice was already there. He wanted her to replace Link Q, be like a Link Q, and wanted me to be a Brother J. And I said, hold on, man. I can't never replace that brother. Brother, yeah. No, that was the what's name? I'm gonna get you on here right now. Yeah, Brother J is one of the dopest MC. I'm gonna get you ADs over there. I can't just bring you over here. But Brother J, I was like, yo, you know how much I'm a fan of that brother as far as MC. Yo, as being, cause he's young at the time. He was younger than all of the other rap MCs back there, but he was spitting fire. You know what I mean? So I took that as like oh man, that was crazy. I took that as an honor, and I kind of like pushed back, like I could be a priest in your clan, but I can't replace Brother J. And plus, I would like to meet Brother J, because I'm a big fan of that brother, and them being from BK. And he's one of the most slept on, dopest MCs from back in the days. He dropped jewels, yo. So flowers out to that brother, and I got a chance to meet him and do a show with him, and that was kind of all dope. And ISIS is Link Q. Hey, what was funny about Link Q, you right about that, Woe Beats. Woe Beats, no. And what's funny about that is that Solstice kind of looked like ISIS a little bit.
Yeah, I can see that.
And, you know, me and Brother Jay, we resemble each other too. I was like, yo, this guy, the overseer had an ill plan, yo. Yeah. We both dark. We both Brooklyn. We look alike. And Solstice and ISIS, and he had an ill plan. So we ended up recording the song. Oh, yeah? Maybe 3 songs.
Yeah?
Yeah. If y'all ever get a chance to, ISIS used to be Link. ISIS was Link Q, and yeah, Blissa Nova is Solstice. So if y'all ever get a chance to build with Solstice, her name is Bliss Nova. She always have an ill name or something like that. Bliss Nona. And y'all can check her on her. She be on here sometime, but y'all can check her out. But it was me and her. And you know, Solstice is one of those females that was always there. She was there. You can't front on her. She was right there. She's battling and everything. Spitting lyrics. She was in the ciphers. She was out there with Killah Army. Shout out to Killah Army. Sons of Man. With us. With the clan, Capadonna. She was always around. You know what I mean? It was dope because Solstice was always very pretty. And it was like, yo, she pretty, but she spit bars, yo. And shout out to Main Flow. We had a group who was doing right there. Let me see, Sonny Carson's son. Yeah, that was Sonny Carson's son, if y'all check him out. I didn't say PE out. It was almost, no, the X-Clan is they was around the time of the, what was first, you think? X-Clan or the, no, it was, they were around the same period of time, X-Clan and PE. But they were like, X-Clan was a little bit more.
There's more underground.
Yeah, more underground. X-Clan was a little bit more, they're a little bit more darker than PE. And that's saying something because PE is dark. They were big though. X-Clan were more underground. Oh, okay. All right, Mad Villains 1 said PA came out before. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yes, Main Flow as of Mood. Yep. Yeah, Bliss. Is Bliss on here? So you back. We got 143 in the building. Let's bring on Sue. AD,
Yeah.
how you been doing, brother?
Good, man. Just getting everything all ready.
Yeah, for we got the art. We got the. He's a songwriter too,
It's
right?
gonna be a wild night. Yeah, he on the way.
Yeah, we just started, man.
DH on the way.
Let's bring on AD real quick. I mean, bring on Rasul.
Ready?
Yeah,
Come on.
let's bring on Sue.
Yeah, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know him. Oh, today is his birthday? Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, the Soul comes onto the scene. What's the deal, Soul?
Oh, man. Happy MLK Day, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Last time, I just want to say this. Last time, it got kind of crazy. It was deep. Ngozi on there. Might have to call. I spoke to Ngozi yesterday, man. We might form something, man. We definitely gonna bring him out here.
Who you talking about? Yeah, Ngozi. Yeah, we're gonna get him out here.
Yeah, his
I
name
think
is
that was-
Justice. His name is Justice.
Justice,
That's
huh?
his name. And we still call him Ngozi, but he told me to call him Justice
Okay.
and stuff like that. So I was like, okay.
Okay.
But for the people who don't know him, because it was hard for me to even change Killah Priest.
Oh yeah. I remember
Yeah.
I remember you telling me that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, you had a lot of names.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? How'd you come up with that?
Killah Priest was started during the Dark Ages. I mean,
Grave Diggers.
Grave Diggers.
Who,
Period.
who gave you that name?
was
You
all
came up
Holocaust.
with that name?
Yeah, it was RZA 60. It was me, RZA, and 60.
And they
And,
called you. They called you to.
Like, yo, you're like a Killah Priest. I was like, yeah, that's what I am, because a lot of people don't know I was Lord Messiah.
Lord Messiah,
Lord
yeah.
Messiah when I first stepped on the scene. So if you hear the first album in the Wu-Tang,
Yeah.
the first Wu album, you hear RZA go, up for the 30, he said, the Lord Messiah. That's me.
Oh, okay. The Lord Messiah.
Yeah.
Such and such. Yeah,
So
yeah.
we was doing all of that stuff before
Okay,
before
yeah, I
the
remember.
Grave Diggers, and before the horrorcore.
See, that's always. I always thought that the beginnings of the whole Wu-Tang, Killer Bees movement. I always wanted to know the origins of that. And when I talked to you, you actually really the real historian of the Wu-Tang Clan, and understand why the RZA put that book on that tape. I think he was kind of like aiming at everybody. Like, look, we're all coming. Everybody.
Oh yeah.
Like Wu-Tang, yeah, we're coming, but we got Lord Messiah, he gonna come eventually. We got, the Brooklyn Zoo, they coming. You know what I mean? Like, so I kind of always like Wu-Tang had a real.
Well, I was introduced by. Oh, sorry to cut you
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
I was introduced by Jizza.
Right.
All right. So Jizza was like, so Jizza brought me into the fold. So
Right.
through, but Jizza and RZA are cousins. So
Right.
RZA used to come around my neighborhood. You know what I mean? Because me and Jizza, we're like brothers.
Right.
So it's like, he's like my older brother.
Right.
And my he lived around the corner, so they would come around. He would come around there.
Yeah, yeah.
And RZA would battle everybody because the same way. You know what's crazy? The same way that Jizza used to brag about RZA,
Right.
he ended up bragging about me, and I felt honored. I was like, oh shit! It's like, yo,
Yeah.
pre-spit, okay, yeah, we in the building.
Yeah.
And I felt very honored, man. I felt very honored because somebody that I looked up to
Yeah.
said I was good. I was always nervous to
Yeah.
rhyme.
Right. Oh yeah. You
Yeah, I
was
used,
kinda
to be,
ner-
I was used to be. Well, my block made me like that. What up, G? It was good. It was good. See you in the building. We're gonna do this. And I was always a little bit nervous because the cruise I was in.
Right. Right.
The cruise I was a part.
Well, it's an awesome story.
Yeah.
But we got to talk. One thing about we're on a great day of Dr. Martin Luther King,
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Bring it back. Bring it back.
the Messiah, Moses, like you were saying.
Yeah.
You
Bring
know
it
what I
back.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
And Dr. King had a real plan for us, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He was going to eventually go to go to Washington, go to the Senate, and demand, reparations for black people. But he had an actual plan to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was one of the reasons why he was assassinated.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because he had a
real plan for Black America.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To really get us a check, to try to really put us in the fourfold of generational wealth, for lack of a better word, for us here in America. You know what I'm saying? So, that's one of the reasons why I believe he was assassinated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt. No, I agree
And
with that.
have you ever looked into Dr. King's case? You come to find out that if you go into it, you'll find out that if you study the case.
Yeah, you're a serious researcher, bro.
Oh yeah, well I like to get down to the bottom of things in a sense. Right. But if you study the case, you'll find out that this guy James Earl Ray, who was accused and was falsely arrested for the assassination of Dr. King, come to find out that evidence has proven otherwise of that, meaning that he wasn't the actual killer.
Right.
In fact, there was 2 gunmen. It wasn't one. And he wasn't shot from that hotel out there in Memphis, Tennessee.
Right.
Like they say that the shot came from the window or the balcony of the other hotel complex that was across from each other. They say the shot came from there. Come to find out that wasn't the case.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The prosecutors and the lawyers that studied the actual weapon, the rifle that was used, that they say this guy used, James L. Ray, come to find out that wasn't the rifle that they used, because they found out that they studied the projectile, which is the bullet, and they come to find out that the rifle that they're talking about that was used in the assassination wasn't, the projectiles or the bullets wasn't the same, because when they did the autopsy and recovered the bullet, they took the bullets out of Dr. King's body. Right. They were able to analyze the slug, and come to find out that those slugs didn't match the bullets that James Earl Ray was using, that he used in they say in the so-called assassination.
Right. So they saying that, and then the dude James, was he black?
No, he's a white guy.
Oh, so some other white guy shot him.
Well, I don't think it doesn't matter what race it is. I think it was a CIA plot.
Oh, CIA rather. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And so they have the evidence of this. In fact, that gun, the rifle that they have in Atlanta, Georgia, at the Dr. Martin Luther King National Memorial Museum, right? Mm-hmm. That's not the actual weapon that was used.
Wow.
Okay? The FBI and the CIA actually have the real rifle in their possession.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it was definitely a cover up on Dr. King's assassination. You can go more into this if AD was here. You can pull that up. There's a lot of people that deal with this information. Judge Joe Mathers. You ever remember Judge Joe?
Yeah.
He has a
Joe Brown.
Excuse me, Joe Brown. Yeah, he talks about it. He talks about it. So yeah.
Right. Let me shout out DH in the house. Shout out to DH, yo. You'll be over here soon. Yeah. You gonna come on when AD come back.
Over there, man.
I'm gonna bring you on here.
I can see the determination on your face. You ready to talk? Going to the deep dimensions of the mind.
I'm ready to be silent.
Said you heard
I
more
like
when
to hear. Yes, I like to hear right there.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that, Priest?
What, CIA inside jobs and all that?
Yeah, the fact that the Dr. King was trying to get us a contract, a check, like how Ice Cube said he went to Trump, he went to the Democratic Party, he went to the Republican parties. I call them they like the Bloods and the Crips of the the elite world.
Indeed.
You know what I mean? They use red and blue. Republicans are red, Democrats are blue.
There you go.
But what do you think about that? The cover up of our king, of our prophet, of our Moses in our time, how they assassinated him. What do you think about that?
I think I just think it's just a sick mentality to try to, to accomplish getting rid of them. But you can't never get rid of the message. The message was more deeper than him.
Indeed.
That's just the physical.
Indeed. Exactly. I mean, to add on to that, now, I don't want any of you guys out there to be watching this platform and think that this is conspiracy theory. You can look all this stuff up I'm talking about. The shot that killed Dr. King came from the fire station that was across the street from the Memphis.
I started laughing. You going in like
a hotel in Memphis, Tennessee. You can look this up. It's in the report. So when they're telling they couldn't have came from a shot. You see, you got to understand when the rifle, when you want to, when you shoot, when you have the accuracy of shooting the right, you can't use a rifle at close range like that. You understand what I'm saying? You might as well have just used a regular 9mm. To shoot a real rifle to really take somebody out, you have to have a long range, a perimeter set up, a long range distance so you could hit the target. You understand what I'm saying? So he couldn't have been shot from the next building over. He had to have been shot from a longer range. They proved that if you read the report, that the shot came from the fire station that was across the street from Memphis. So just to put that out there, if you guys look that up, y'all can look this up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's real, because somebody did just ask how did Martin Luther King die. I guess they joking right now, because you can look all that information up online. There's millions of ways that happened.
So
Yeah, the way you breaking it down. Now I'm sorry for smiling, because it went into you went into the not even the reason, but how and shit like that.
Oh well,
it was like he went into the depths of it. But it's just that was dope. But it's just crazy the way that they
how they're able to cover it up.
Yeah.
And they can blame it on somebody else. The same thing they did with the JFK assassination. Right? Where they put it on Oswald. Right? Now it's clear evidence that we look at the evidence now of President Kennedy's assassination now in 2021, and all of the footage and all of the stuff that's been leaked online.
Right.
It clearly was a gunman that was in the car. The guy the guy who was driving turned back like this and shot Kennedy.
Exactly.
You go back and look at it. It's a close range shot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
With Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s situation, he was shot from a far range shot. That was when you
shout out to Akbar.
When hunters go out there to shoot and hunt, you got to have a keen eye. The precision has to be accurate. So long range shots, you can't use a rifle when a hunting rifle or a rifle to take someone out, or a sniping rifle, rather I would say, a sniper.
Right, but you just get to the point.
Because the point is that you can't use that kind of firearm.
They lied about the gun.
They lied about the gun.
Yeah, exactly.
That gun that they got down in Atlanta, Georgia, at the Dr. Martin Luther King National Museum. That's not the murder weapon.
All right.
To let everybody know.
All right, so let's bring on D since he's here. DH, he's up in the building. As soon as he's ready, we're gonna bring him on or whatever. That's crazy, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just crazy. Yo, someone said evil looks their life. No, evil took their life. My bad. Evil took their life. Yeah, exactly. But like that message he said, I like his messages.
Oh
You know what I'm saying? What's that old saying? Don't kill the messenger. Don't kill the.
You can kill the messenger. You can kill the messenger. You can't kill the message.
Right.
I think that's what it is.
Right. You can kill the messenger, but you can't kill the message. Bob Marley, yo. When I think of cats like Martin Luther King, I think of cats like Bob Marley.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? I don't know why them two, they got the, like when I think of Malcolm X, I think of Muhammad Ali. I don't know. It's just with them.
Well,
Bob-
Martin was one of Muhammad Ali's teachers. In fact, I think he was the one who told
I mean, Malcolm.
Cassius Clay, his original name, to change his name to Muhammad Ali.
Oh, you mean
I
Malcolm?
think Malcolm X
yeah.
told him to change it to that. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, indeed.
So yeah.
Word. So, yo, man, anything I want to say, y'all can always come on. How we going to do this? We're going to bring them on. Yeah. Okay. Okay, come on in.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So, right now, DH is coming in.
Yeah.
Songwriter, entrepreneur, the whole nine. Make some noise for DH. I told you I was gonna be a party today. I told you I was about to be heavy. Jody said, "What up? What up, DH? What's good, bro? We had a good time at your crib on a Christmas party, man. It was good.
It's a good time. Few people, got to keep it very, very small these days.
Yeah. No, it wasn't like a. No, I'm not saying. Yeah, no. People can get the wrong idea. Like we.
Yeah, like it was like me and you hanging out.
Yeah. No, it was a small setting,
friends.
but it was cool. It was
Yeah.
cool. You know what I mean? Because that was my first time going out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it was cool that you invited us into your zone like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, of
I learned
course.
to play the joint. So DH, yeah, get him some tea, bro.
Oh,
is that
sweet.
clean?
Yeah,
AD.
that was a clean cup right there.
So
go.
This one's Rasul.
you drink tea?
Absolutely.
Okay. Here it is for. Oh. You can grab it at the top.
Yeah.
Whatever's kind of hot, man. Toast to you before we get into
Yeah,
it.
cheers.
Whatever. Yeah, cheers.
My man.
Yeah, I got a little turmeric in it.
I like it. That's
Yeah,
good.
exactly. You got a little turmeric in it, man. On the crazy side. So what's been going on, bro?
Man, just getting through these days, day by day like everyone else.
Yeah.
But it's good, though. A lot of
Yeah.
people were not down with 2020 for a lot of reasons, but, for all the bad, there was a lot of good that came
Yeah.
out of 2020 as well. So I have I don't have I think the popular take on 2020, a little different. So yeah, 2020 was good. Laid some good groundwork for some good things. This 2021 is going to be about building on top of it. So
Right. You got so you building, what do you, like, tell us some of the things you're building.
well, I mean, so you got a chance to see, obviously podcasts are very popular these days,
Right.
which is good. So set up a studio to do podcasts for
there you go.
myself.
There you go.
For other people that maybe don't have the space or a place to do it, it's going to become a opportunity for other people to, come into that workspace and to be creative. So that's that, and like some other things, just like some different like entrepreneur investments, some other type of like, I write music, so that's really big and something that putting a lot of time and energy into now, especially again with studio setup. So
That's dope, yo.
yeah, convenience is key.
Yeah, no doubt. I always say, like, to me, podcast is like therapy. Man. They're very therapeutic. You just sit down and talk, and I never got a chance. What's some of the things that got you into it?
I mean,
Interested.
I think in terms of podcasts, it's probably like secondary. I would say music is definitely like my biggest interest and taking up a lot of my time.
Dope.
And by the way, thank you for, having me on the show.
Oh, no problem.
And, especially on Martin Luther King Jr.'s, holiday.
I know, right? He's a junior. We keep saying Martin Luther King. Junior. Junior. They probably call him, what up, Junior?
I liken his message kind of to my music because, oftentimes people, ask about like what kind of music you write,
That's what I was about to ask you.
And, it's what I realized, like, I listen to all music, I like all music, so at the end of the day, I write for all type of music because a genre is just a delivery mechanism for our words to specific groups of people who like specific genres. But if you win an award for production, the songwriter doesn't necessarily win that award. And the songwriter can win an award for songwriting. The producer will get zero recognition. Lyrics and production are separate, right? And I say that because I can write lyrics and say, like, oh yeah, I like to write, R&B, hip hop, pop R&B, pop. But those same lyrics can be taken and with production become a jazz song just as easy, become a country song just as easy, because you're just taking the lyrics and you're switching up how you're delivering them, what the beat's gonna be when they're delivered. But so I attribute this to just like MLK because I can write for anyone. Like, I'm not putting myself in a hole. My lyrics are not in like a little pigeon box for a specific genre. Like, you can give me any genre and I can write for it.
That's hard. That's hard right there. So, man, it seems like you're a real writer. You write. It seems like you write for every genre, right?
Right.
So how long you been writing?
So I've been writing since, creative writing is kind of where this came from for me. And that goes all the way back to high school. That was my favorite subject, creative writing. And for a writer, I was a little different because I didn't love reading. I was a good reader, but I just didn't. I rather put the words on paper than read the words that someone else already put on paper.
Right.
So it kind of started there. It started with writing poems, entering poem contests, and then writing little short stories through college. But I didn't really see opportunity for means doing that. So I kind of put the writing to the side a little bit, and then I just started noticing with music, because I love music so much that, my poems are basically songs without a chorus. So
That's dope.
what I realized is if I just start putting together chorus and drop them into my poems, I actually have a song. So then it just kind of became finding production opportunities, producers, beats, and with that, what I also realized was the creative side is what really is driving my lyrics, and they come from personal places, right? So with that, I just started realizing if I can find a beat, I can find a studio, I'm actually writing songs without even knowing it, but just putting more emphasis in the writing aspect, because that's all I do. I'm not a musician.
Right.
I don't sing. I sing, which doesn't sound good.
It's just melody. As long as you got to get the melody and.
Right. Well, for me, I think it's a much longer but fulfilling process as a writer, because I'm not someone who can go to a piano and sing and kind of like put it down. I've had to really study music and really understand like how beats are laid down and the timing. And then when I do write, I have to write with an artist kind of in mind that I'm familiar with or that I've listened to, because again, not being a musician, I have to write with people in mind. Now, when we get in the studio, that can all change.
Right.
But yeah, it's been a process of learning, teaching myself as I go through this, but it's also just heightening my awareness just in terms of music as a whole. So,
So he's writing the poetry,
Right. So it's really
getting
like
that poetry together, getting the lyrics together, and then
Right.
from there you can put that in all kinds of music and make it versatile.
Do you
That's
think
cool.
of the do you think of the music while you're writing the songs or the melody, or you just do poetry and you hum? Do you have the melody inside your head as you're doing it? Or?
yeah, so good question. So basically what I have friends in the music industry.
Right.
A good friend of mine, he's a sound engineer. He represents a lot of producers.
Right.
So I've been able to go in the studio with him, and he has a library of hundreds of beats. So sat down with him, one day, probably listened to about 150 beats, and, took away from that session like 10 of them. So what I've been doing is working on these 10 beats and putting lyrics to them with the help of friends who are
Oh, so
musicians.
you write to the beat.
Right. So
Oh,
I'm
okay.
writing to the beat, but
Nice.
what I've learned as well, though, just through this process of, having to really learn, you don't even really have to write to beats. I mean, if you listen to a lot of songs, a lot of times they're not really written to the beat. Like, everything doesn't have to be like this Dr. Seuss song where it's,
One and twos, huh?
on the beat. Yeah, we're just
Yeah.
like it rhymes. Like, the words don't have to rhyme. They don't have, like, you're telling a story when you hear a song. You're hearing a story that someone wrote. So, yeah, there's songs where definitely the lyrics are popping with the beat on
Right.
beat, but then there's other ones where, especially ballads,
Right.
where it's just like, it's a story. It's got like a nice beat,
Right.
helping tell the story.
Right. So you write ballads too? Like
I write everything.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
What's the process of just writing a ballad? Just writing a love song? Do you put your own experiences in it, or
I would probably say 95% of everything I write is definitely a story I'm telling about
so
something
now
I
they know.
experienced.
I'm just
Well, let me finish.
Go
But
ahead.
something I've experienced, or it can be something I've observed.
Right.
It can be something I was a part of, where I was actually, the protagonist or the antagonist, or just like, part of the situation. So there's lots of different things. It could be something that I heard about, that I just want to put some words to. So there's lots of different ways I come about it. I'm not really someone who often can just like go put myself in a room and just like, definitely my writing comes from being inspired
Experience.
and things like my phone. If I'm like out and about somewhere and something just
Yeah.
kind of hits me, I'll just pull out my phone. I'll just like my notes. I'll put down a couple lines that might have come to me. So when I do come back, to your lab, if you want to call it, and I'm working on writing, I have something. I have notes that I'm working off of that'll kind of trigger that moment I was having when I was out and about, to help kind of bring that back, and then I can get going on
So you
paper.
put yourself in there. That's deep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's dope. Yeah. Oh man.
Yo, it's crazy how much ghostwriting there is in the industry. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, even P. Diddy was like, I don't write rhymes, I write checks.
Yeah. Definitely. You can tell by hearing
He
his
said
rhymes.
that. Yeah, exactly. It's like, yo, there's a lot of ghostwriting going on. You know what I mean? I mean, like, I've heard some tracks that Eminem, I'm not going to say names, where M was on a track with somebody. And you could tell M contributed to the other verse on that track, because you know how M rhymes. You can hear patterns in other people. And, like, yo, he didn't come up with that. M definitely assisted, dude with that track. I don't want to drop names.
Everybody knows what you're talking about.
Yo, you know what I'm saying? You hear it.
Just say Dr. Dre.
Oh, man, I didn't want to say it. But, like, yo,
Dr. Dre would tell you that.
you can hear the assistance going on there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's cool. It's ghostwriting, and it works. And at the end of the day, it's the delivery is going to make it pop.
Yeah.
Well, and I think it also comes to, oftentimes when you're in a studio, there's a lot of people in there. And again, for me, just the studying I've done on like songs, like that I like, I want to go and read the lyrics for. You pull up a lot of these songs that you like, that in your mind this artist wrote. Pull it up online, there'll be about 6-7 names
Right.
as songwriters,
Wow.
on who wrote the song. And that's
How does
more
that work?
often than not. And that comes from, if we're in the studio and we're doing a song, and I'm writing something someone's working on in the studio, they're, and you're like, yo, it would be dope if like that line right there actually said this. All you do is contribute 2 words. I'm like, yeah. Now you just got a credit on that song. You may not get paid or anything, but at the end of the day, credits are currency in the music industry, right? So if you got your name and you can go to the board with, I got credits on all these songs, that's currency.
Wow. Which do you feel better? Yeah, that you're better at writing, or do you like writing more? Is it R&B or rap or jazz or ballads? Or...
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely say for the most part, when I'm writing, a lot of it will have to do with the beat that I'm writing to. That definitely plays a role, but also at the same time, I guess it doesn't, because in wanting to, for anyone who wants to be a writer out there, mixing up, what you're writing, showing, you have like a large bandwidth across genres that you can write. I mean, that's going to be your best ticket to success, right? The more positions you can play, the more likely it is that you're going to be of value to someone. So more is better. So I like to try to mix it up, but I guess off top of mind, it's always kind of along the R&B pop, jazz pop,
That's dope.
You want to write stuff for people that are popular, because someone that's well known and popular, you can get them as a writer to take on one of your tracks, like that's huge. So obviously,
Right.
you're going to start from the top, work your way down.
Right.
But also, if you really, and when you get into it, you have multiple songs, right, that you've written. So, I mean, you can cherry pick them. And again,
Right.
genre is dictated by production. For every song I've written with like R&B or hip hop or jazz pop in mind, you can take that and put it to a soft rock, a jazz, a country, show tune, like whatever you want to call it. Like you can put it to
Shimmy,
you can put it anything with the right producer,
Yeah.
slow up the song, speed it up.
Yo, no, that's
It's a tempo.
real.
It's a tempo play.
Right. Oh man, I was just thinking about Old Dirty, because he went to some fast and slow. Like you could definitely sing some of that. Busta Rhymes, definitely Bismarck.
Absolutely.
So, have you wrote for anybody? I know you wrote a couple of joints. Have you wrote anything that the audience would know?
No, I can't. I would like to say that I have, but I haven't written anything that the audience would know. And, having been writing for a few years, still looking to get something picked up mainstream. So, not ashamed to say that, but success doesn't happen overnight.
That's
It's
real.
it's a long journey. And, we live in a society today that's all about like on demand. Like I want everything now.
Right.
And it's just not the case. It's not how success happens. Like it doesn't happen overnight. It takes a lot of hard work, and unfortunately, Instagram doesn't really promote the hard work going on behind the scenes, nor do, the other social media sites out there. People, we just see the end product, People we like on their boats, on their planes, this. And so, the mindset's like, I want that now.
Right.
However I can get there, like tomorrow, like I want it now. So, no, I'm still on the trail of working and, just writing.
Shout out to Terry D. Okay, have you ever had an artist that like got on your nerve, and you didn't, like they rushed you, like I need that song now, like just get on your nerve, and you had to rush, and then you just had to turn down, tell us some crazy story. I know
I've had artists that was rush me, but I did have a friend who I brought in to help me produce a song that I worked on and wanted to basically rewrite the entire song themselves. So it's kind of like, especially after they had seen the lyrics, we had gone over it, we get into the studio, and all of a sudden they're just kind of this mindset where, she wanted to just rewrite, do everything. So that was oddly weird. And definitely the shortest session I've had in the studio. So
she wanted to rewrite the
Everything.
song. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Did she rearrange it, like switch up the words that you written down, or did she wanted to come up with something whole new? She just wanted the melody or something.
She just wanted to change up all the lines, all the lyrics, and the lyric came out of left field. It was kind of like you think you're getting pranked.
Yeah.
But no, it was just like, it was really weird.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, it was really weird. It was wild is actually better than weird. It was all of that.
That's wild, man.
That was all of that.
That's wild. That's
Yeah.
wild. So do you work with a lot of producers?
I
Or
have
do you
a few
a-
producers who I work with, a couple sound engineers. AD's actually one of them, working on a project with AD.
AD works with everybody, man. AD's been working
he
with everybody.
does.
He gets busy this time.
He was a solid find. So,
Yeah. I was about to say, tell us the truth. Now AD's definitely on point.
Yeah. He's good. He's good. So yeah, but again, very very young, and in this industry, which is fine though, and it's good.
I saw
not
your setup,
in
bro.
a rush. Yeah, well,
Yeah, setup looking dope, man. I went up there. Actually, me and Sewell and the AD over there, and the setup looked real nice, professional, and
Yeah,
it's like
absolutely.
real setup. So, what's the name of your podcast that you gonna come out with, and what was it about?
So the podcast is going to be, the headline of the podcast is Wine, Whiskey, and Wit.
Real.
And,
Wine,
that's just
whiskey.
kind of like to the brand. We're going to be sipping on wine, whiskey, little snapback conversations with me and two of my best friends. And the working podcast, it's actually, we're redoing it, but essentially what we want to do is it's going to be fun, right? So we're not trying to be experts on anything. It's going to be a fun podcast where we basically seek out and find crazy stories going on around the world.
Real.
And speak on them.
Right.
So,
right, real talk.
it's what in the fuck is, gonna be the working
Peace.
title. So
all right, word, no doubt. Yeah,
speak,
exactly.
a lot of fun, digging on like
Fun.
opinions, thoughts, how you might handle
Right.
being in that situation. So,
That's
I know
gonna be
you've
fun.
heard of crazy shit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Always.
Definitely. Now that's gonna be. It sounds like that's gonna be very interesting and fun.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
mean, at the
people
end of the day,
listen
that's
up.
kind of the whole point behind it. It's going to be to have fun, laugh, and still touch on, the real shit that's
Right.
going on, as hard as it is to believe.
Right. AD's gonna break out the tequila soon.
Can't wait.
So we got the tea and the tequila. Here's the toast.
Cheers.
Toast. We got some ladies that walked in. Shout out to them. AD's not here right now, so you can't get the bam, 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 bam. But we still here. Man, word. We here with DH, man. Hit that like button. If y'all just tuning in, he's telling us about his podcast. He's also a songwriter and an entrepreneur. That's dope, brother. Word, for real. And we on MLK. Now I've been getting a little tea drunk, so I was gonna say MKL, but MLK Day. So I know a lot of barbecues is going down today. A lot of
Not as many as
barbecues.
there normally would be.
Yeah, exactly. Man, yeah. We have Jody crazy. Jody says she can't wait for the Killah to break out. It'll be out in 5 minutes. Yeah, it'll be out. Lordy, make sure y'all hit that like and that subscribe, and if y'all have some questions, hit that subscribe definitely. But I'm gonna take Lordy. He said, "What producers have you worked with?" DH asked him.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, right now, besides the one you guys know is AD, other just been
AD 's
like
great.
friends of mine. My sound engineer friend, Hakeem Wallace, he's pretty well known in the industry. He's worked on some really big projects with some very, very well known and established artists. So he definitely is up there and is on top of his game in this industry. So, working my way up to,
Yeah.
get there.
That's dope, bro. That's dope. You can't knock that out. I mean, also, let me quick announcement. We have CDs. They are now on sale for $20. We have autographed CDs of Rocket to a Nebula only. No, we have Technicolor also. So you can get it on there by hitting that, and we up in here just building. And the chat room is on you, DH. They want to they have some questions for you. And this chat room is hilarious. You know what I mean? So they,
Oh, I've seen it before. Absolutely.
Yeah, they are hilarious, man. Somebody, Trouble Man, already said he got some rock. He already got his Ciroc. Shout out to him. Does it? That's Jody. She's our moderator for the show. Musaka. Yeah, you missed a little bit, but you right on time because DH just came through. Sewell is in the building. We have
Jacqueline and Jackie.
Jacqueline and Jackie. JJ, Jacqueline and Jackie. No doubt. And Scorpions. I don't know what that meant. Soon we're gonna set it up where they can call in sometimes. I'm gonna AD. We have to work that out because I seen some things that we got to sit up and work out. And we on MLK, and this is gonna be our little cookout while we talk. This is
Absolutely.
chill, have
I
some
like
fun.
that.
You know what I'm saying? And so, what is your experience working with MLK? No, I'm just joking. No, just tell us, how's your day been so far?
You know, my day's been good. It's did a lot of cleaning up, rested, ran a couple errands today. You know, but here in Los Angeles, it was obviously a really good day. Also, you know, took some time, obviously, to reflect on, you know, Martin Luther King Jr. and everything he did, but also
leave it,
just
AD, where
more
you at?
so,
Yeah.
you know, about just like his message and looking at what's going on today. You know, it's kind of like wonder like if he was here today, would he be scratching his head? Would he be applauding? Definitely wouldn't be applauding. But you know, in terms of
I think
moving
you'd be
the
rubbing
needle,
his chin.
right? Definitely would have this as like a headline on our podcast. What the fuck? Like, but I think there's obviously reflection. You know, that and I don't think it should be obviously just this day only, but obviously put a little more time and effort and energy into it because it's in front of our faces because it's the day and you see it and hear about it a lot on TV. Obviously, it's finally become a national holiday across all states. So, you know, I just look at that. I look at what I'm doing, and, you know, it's kind of like, for me, it goes back to the point I was making earlier about, you know, music and, like, genres. And while, yes, we can look at ethnicities and break down the percentage that listen to specific types of music, but at the end of the day, you know, I attribute my writing to all, you know, everyone. Okay. Like, I'm not writing this for one, because we're all people, right? So, like, any message that you want to write in a song can be received by anyone, even if you're writing from a, you know, from a point of poverty. There's people in poverty all across the world, right? So anyone can be anywhere and can understand and feel your music. And for me, like I said, like genre, that's just about, it's a delivery mechanism, you know?
Right.
What audience do you want to hear to receive your message?
Right.
Do you care? Like, if you don't care, like, you know, take that song and have it produced across a lot of different genres.
Right.
Something I don't know that anyone's ever done, but it'd be like a pretty dope experiment to take a song you wrote, right? And then
Right.
put it to like 5 different genres, just release them all at the same time.
That's dope. That's dope, yo. If you had a chance to write for Martin Luther King Jr., what would be the first bar and what would be the name of the song? I mean, or not the song, but poem, speech.
Oh, okay. Put me on the spot with that one.
You just come on, whatever.
Yeah, well, I don't want to just come up
Hard to
with
come.
whatever.
Yeah, it's hard to come from.
He deserves a little more than just me just to come
Yeah. It's hard. That's on the
from
spot.
whatever.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think...
It's hard to come from behind I Have a Dream. Now you got to write after that.
The line would probably be, and it'd be probably the working title of the song, It Ain't Over Till It's Over.
That's fire. That's fire. All right, no doubt. Yeah, make some noise for that, yeah. Word, yeah. Yeah, over to it's over. Yeah, man. That's definitely dope. That's fire. Terry D says, tell Super Thug Note to drop a freestyle for us. I don't know, man. That's super. You ready to get him?
That's one of my best friends.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
over there
yeah,
being silly.
yeah. Are you ready to drop a freestyle? No, you just say it ain't over till it's over. Let's put a freestyle. You go. You got Warner. You're gonna get a little tea drunk off this before the tequila come out or the whatever AD got up in there. Now we having some fun. Yeah. Exactly.
You want to play that song you wrote for
Yeah, let's do it.
special someone?
Yeah, we can do that.
Let's do it.
Play the first verse, hear some lyrics.
Shout out to Mighty Hebrew too. He been hit me up. I gotta get in touch with him. He said something got copywritten or something like that.
Okay, so this is a track that Darren wrote, and I believe you had somebody sing it already,
I
obviously.
had a friend of mine do the, yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Thank you, bro. I always like the beat. That's what it is.
Brand new banger.
Oh. You got all thumbs.
Sound like something already on the radio too.
Yeah. Clean.
Here you go again, walking in my door. Got me feeling all holy within. Such a light, such a sight. This shit is so right.
Oh, man.
You are all I need when my days are down and I wanna scream.
Make sure y'all put fire on there.
Picks me
The
up.
flames up there,
Pull me
y'all.
out my right. All I need is you, baby. This is true. There you go again. Our love will never end. Got my heart in a place it's never been. You do it right, keep it tight. Let's do it all night. You are all I need when my days are down and I wanna scream. Your light picks me up. You pull me out my right. All I need is you, baby. This is true. They're watching us again.
Yeah, all fire.
They are envious,
Light it up.
friend. Our light is brighter than the sun has ever been. We give them hope, we have them cold. Our recipe is dope.
Exclusive hot new mix.
That was fire, yo. Oh, I heard a little boom boom. Is it really finished yet? Make some noise, yo. Yo.
When it shatters.
And that was a personal joint right there, man.
Yeah, it was a personal. Oh, so much.
That's dope, bro. That's dope, man. You can't. Oh man, dang. I'm not gonna front. That sounded like how AD said. That sounded like this on the radio right now. Yeah, that's nice and clean.
It's AD produced.
AD, you produced that, yo?
I just mixed and mastered. I just did a little cleaning up. You know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy. I didn't make the beat or anything. Nowadays, you gotta watch out when you say produce because people think, oh, produce. That means he made the beat.
True.
There's a difference between a producer and a beat maker.
You cleaned it up.
I just cleaned it up, did a little bit of,
Hey, but you made it sound good.
little harmony here and there.
Yeah.
I love doing the harmony stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Chords, major, minor, all that.
That's kind
dope.
of it's crazy, bro. You still amaze me that AD knows all of it, and I've really seen it. You know, I went to what was that, Sony Studios wherever we
We were at Sony Studios with Hans Zimmer.
with Hans Zimmer.
Oh yeah?
Me and AD, yeah, and they hired him, yo. That day, he started talking
Y'all talked to him?
and blew them, huh?
Y'all met Hans Zimmer?
No, we were in his
No, we was in
studio.
the studio, and AD started talking, and it was all like a children's book to him. He was like, "Oh, you just do that," and they went crazy and they hired him right there, man. It was just crazy. It was like, "Yo, we want you to come back." So I really know that he knows the music, you know, the sound of it. That's kind of dope. That music was dope that you wrote, man. I like the words to it. Yeah, to my heart, that was crazy. Then now that you told me it was personal, I see you over there. Word, that's love though. You can't get that. That's near Valentine's. Yeah, that's forever, man. That's real. She shot. Nah, that's all good. That's all good, bro. Now how many guys have wrote a song to their girl, man? That's deep.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe a lot, maybe a little.
Well, yeah, so
but
you gotta be a certain type of dude. Yeah.
So, good thing you said that because one of the projects I mentioned to you earlier that I'm working on is a platform where someone who wants to do something like that for the girl, the guy, their partner, whoever, their mom, basically building a platform that'll make it very affordable for people to have songs that sound just like that produced for loved ones on whatever level, your child, whatever it wants to be, you know? You don't have access to a studio, or you don't think your writing's good enough, or that you can do this, or you don't even sing. It'll be a platform that people can go to and get the help they need, whether it's cleaning up the writing or taking the writing and putting it to a beat with an artist of their choice, genre of their choice. Well, saying on that, come back when it's live and running, and we can, look at it more. But yeah, just to your point, I think obviously a lot of people haven't, but how many people would like to? And I think that number is really high.
Yeah, that's dope. Now that's something that I think because everybody wanted to sing. So if you can't sing, what's the next best thing? Have a song written for you. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, yo, that's everything.
Outsource it.
Yeah, outsource. There you go, outsourcing, man.
It's still your creation, and what's crazy is that nowadays a songwriter will make more than the actual artist. Do you know what I'm saying? Because of the publishing.
Oh, absolutely. I
Because
feel like it's been that way for a long time.
Yeah, the publishing is where the money's at. You know what I mean? You can get a song on Spotify. Even if you have 1 million views a month, you're barely going to be able to pay the rent.
Yeah.
But you get that song published, and your publishing's taken care of, and you get that song in the soundtrack or something, then you get royalty checks. And then that's when you're in the music industry. You know what I'm saying?
Listen up, chat room. AD is teaching y'all about the music industry or how music goes. That's dope.
Music publishing.
Music publishing goes. That's dope. That's dope. So on the podcast, you learn something too.
Yeah, I mean, how many times have you seen artists come out and then you kind of think back on them a couple years later because you hear a track that was hot a couple years ago and you wonder where they went? I mean, a lot of times those artists they're gone because when they sign that deal, how many artists sign a deal for one album? It's normally multiple albums.
Yeah.
Milli Vanilli didn't write that? No shot to Milli Vanilli.
But if your first album doesn't kill it, they put you on the shelf and you're under contract with them, so you can't go somewhere else. It's just not how it works. So if you're not killing it, you're not making any money. They're not getting banned to on your second album when your first one didn't kill it. And I think that's when you just see a lot of artists retreat because they learned the hard way, and then they realize writing, producing, really actually anything but the artist is the lane you want to get in. Because even if you're an artist and you can write your own stuff and produce, they're not going to let you. I mean, on your first deal, like, you got to prove yourself. This is a prove yourself industry, and
Is that
it's
for like singers only though?
no, it's not for singers only, but they're the faces that we see. They're the ones that get the video time. So that's they're the most memorable ones.
So if you get a deal, the A&R, whatever, the CEOs, whatever they do, your boss, whatever, is going to tell you like, well, those songs are not good enough. We're going to bring some writers in.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if they're investing, money in you, you gotta prove your worth before they're gonna hand you, the keys to the car. I mean, think about this. Think of all the artists that you know. How many producers do you know? And there's probably just as many of them out there as artists, right? It's probably just as them as songwriters. Like, who can name a list equally as long of songwriters and producers as they can of artists? If you're not knee deep in the industry, you can't.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like saying, all right, name all the owners of the NBA teams.
Right.
You can't, but you can name a bunch of the players on each team.
Exactly. I always said that when you go to the store to buy a record, you don't go and say, "Let me get that Def Jam record." I mean, when it used to, you ask for the artist. We said that. Artist is that's
It ain't like, oh, show me all the songs Kenny Burris has written, or I want all the songs written by Babyface. Like, or, that's not how you shop.
Right. By the way, who do you give it to in that verses? Did you see about Babyface versus Teddy Riley?
I didn't see it, but just blind for me personally, just hearing those two, as dope as they are, I mean, I'm gonna go with Babyface.
Of course. Of course. Gotta make some noise on that.
Didn't even have to think twice about that one.
Yeah. Respect to Teddy Riley.
Oh,
but
mad respect to Teddy
Babyface?
Riley.
Yeah.
Mad respect to Teddy Riley.
Come on, man.
But I can just sit there and just listen to Babyface songs just play all day, and you're good.
Man after my own art. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I said the same thing too. I was like, man, Babyface, this is gonna be a landslide. But Teddy Riley, he wrote a couple of joints for Michael Jackson. I think that's what kind of. And then Babyface was so cool. I don't know if you didn't see it, but he was just like, when I was rolling with Mike. it's like, yo, this dude. Yeah, he's the man. He's the man, definitely. He written some great songs or whatever. Yeah, man. So what else you got coming up? Tell the audience.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, right now, the music writing, definitely some of the projects I'm working on.
That podcast.
I will, and the podcast. We'll talk more about that, next time I'm on when it's up and running. I like to talk about things more so when they're done.
What's the name of the podcast? You want to put the name out right now or not yet?
Well, the working name,
AD, where you was? He already did. We'll just do it again.
I missed it.
AD missed it.
One more again.
You might take it off, but it's wine, whiskey, and wit, and the headline on the title is going to be "What in the Fuck."
Okay.
I'll be there for the wine. What kind of wine y'all having yet?
All sorts of wines, different every time. Red,
Pinky up.
white.
Yeah.
Wine connoisseur, huh?
Yeah.
Wine drinker, not connoisseur.
It's a wino. So it's a wine tasting podcast.
It's not a wine tasting podcast, but I mean, we have like some working segments that include like blind wine tasting test, and it's really just a podcast about fun. And part of the fun is, tasting different wines and different whiskeys while we're doing it.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey.
Yeah.
AD on point with that one. Yeah, exactly, man. So make sure y'all hit that super chat. We have to get a mic on you or something like that. Make sure y'all hit that super chat and make sure y'all tune in and hit the subscribe. We over here with DH, songwriter, entrepreneur, and we're going into it. And make sure y'all listen to Jody. Jody's on there. She's doing a great job. She loves wine too, except for the high sugar content. She's like vegan. We getting natural with the wine. That's hard. Okay. What's that? Is there a vegan wine or is there like a certain wine?
Sure, there's vegan wines out there.
I thought isn't all wine vegan?
Basically, right? Well, no, without the sugar content. When I'm talking about vegan, like low on sugar, natural and stuff like that.
Again, wine drinker, not connoisseur.
Yeah. I mean, because I could do a Chardonnay, but the red wine, man, it makes me sleepy. I can't be sleeping on this. I hate downers. The red wine just put me to sleep. I like Chardonnay. I can't mess with that Zinfandel, though. That's for females, I think.
Zinfandel.
It's too sweet.
Definitely not wine.
I was going to say something.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Chardonnay's cool.
Zinfandel.
And then champagne.
Champagne?
Yeah, I got some champagne in the
I thought you
fridge.
said
I've been waiting to
champagne.
pop open. Yeah, get the bubbly. I feel like the bubbles make you drunker.
Yeah. Make sure y'all hit subscribe and make sure if y'all got any questions for DH, he's right here. They asking you a lot of, they coming up here. There's a lot of questions on here, so sometimes I turn when I look at the board, so you don't think I'm just saying. What you say?
Okay.
No doubt.
All good.
What's the name of that game I played again? One more time.
Shuffleboard.
Shuffleboard, man. If you
Huh?
My first time ever playing shuffleboard. I don't know how many of y'all out there play shuffleboard, but it was.
You were getting good at it, too.
It's getting better than when we started.
It was almost like you know how the pitcher the pitcher when he's pitching bad and the coach come out the dugout.
Yeah.
He had to come over and talk to me, and I just looked at my partner at the time. I was like, "Yo, he's coming to talk to me, man. I ain't doing too good." But nah, he just told me, and I did it. Yeah, I kind of
some clutch shots in there.
I did a clutch. I did a clutch. Yeah.
I was surprised because when it's
No,
covered,
you were my partner. That's right. You're on the other side. Yeah, exactly.
I thought it was a buffet table at first. I'm like, oh, that's nice. You got a table ready and everything. Like, no, idea. That's a shuffleboard thing.
Yo.
I'm like, cool. And then it's covered with salt, right?
Wax.
Oh, okay.
It looks
so
like
wax.
salt, but it's a form of wax.
Okay, I thought it was salt.
Right.
Yeah, so you just wax it up and then.
Yeah, AD must have thought it was a pretzel. He said covered in salt.
Oh man, I'm glad I didn't taste it.
That was good. That was all good, man. All right, yo. So
Yo, we got a special tequila too. Let me get your opinion on it.
Okay, so AD is gonna come with some tea. Killah's popping out. right now. Jagger got all the labels.
What can you tell us about
A promotion, right?
Hornitos?
What's this, Hornitos? You know anything about this?
Yeah, I do.
All
right.
Sue came all the way over there. His eyes just came in, unscrewed it. Hornitos.
Hornitos
Alright.
tequila.
I mean,
it's
not my
okay.
first choice, but no, it's good. What's this, anejo? Looks it's dark, so it looks like an anejo. Yeah. No, that's solid.
Yeah, it's made. It looks like it says D Gava. What that means? I know Gava is what's sweet. It comes from the Gava
Agave.
plant. Yeah, Gava. Okay.
No, it's definitely it's good. It's even better when it's in a little shot glass or something.
Yeah. We might even
Well,
break
they
it
got-
out. Should we,
yeah,
should
yeah,
we
yeah,
taste
you
a little
bring it-
something, something?
Yeah, you
I
can
know
bring
you
them.
weren't about to throw this on the table.
Yeah, this is a
Okay.
okay. Yeah, huh?
I know he wasn't gonna just throw it on the table and not open it.
Yeah, you gotta touch. Yeah.
This is from Asia.
Word. Somebody said reposado. Anejo, reposado. This is anejo. Like you call it.
Blanco, then you have reposado, then you have anejo, then you have
Yeah.
like your extra anejos.
Right. Yeah.
Then you have your mezcal, which
Hey,
is like the smokier, little
Mezcal.
more
Yeah,
flavorful,
you know you're
spicy.
the killer. Word. No doubt.
Yeah.
What about the
anejo? It's not bad.
Huh?
It's not bad.
Yeah. I wasn't sure. I like what's the other one? The Don Julio 70?
1972.
Not 1942.
42.
But it's this other one called 70. You ever taste that one?
70
Yeah, it's a Don
by
Julio 70.
Don Julio.
Yeah. It was,
You talking about I think it was like
It's a
a
little black-
70-year
yeah.
versus like a black bottle,
Got
black
it.
top. Yeah, it's
Got
like
it.
a 70-year
Yeah.
anniversary.
That was
bottle.
kind of cool, yo.
Yeah.
Word. 1942 is like an award winner. He's like, he there to collect all of it. It might be overrated. You know what I mean? The way, 1942.
Some of them are.
Yeah, some of them are. It's like, what's this, vanilla? Huh?
Mezcal?
Mezcal is a kind of smoky, like, no mezcal. Word. That's like if you smoke cigarettes, it's like drinking a cigarette.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like a campfire.
Campfire. Yeah. Mezcal. Somebody said $2 passion pop. Yo, remember when I was hanging out in OC? Now I was hanging out with you know who? And he was taking me to these bars, man, and they had these drinks. So like wow, like somebody said passion pop. They were like, yo, let me get a they was calling it like, let me get I don't know, construction work. Let me get construction worker with no shirt and it was sounding all weird, man. Let me get a boxer with no boxing pants.
What are you talking about?
I know. No, it was these crazy drinks they had. They were saying let me say that right? Let me get
Sex on the beach.
yeah, like the sex on the beach. Let me get a gorilla brain. You know what I mean? Without any teeth. You know what I'm saying? It was just saying a whole bunch of crazy stuff. I know it sounded weird the first
Where
one.
are you going to?
Yeah. Don't quote me on that, man. Yeah, don't quote me on that. It was some. Yeah, don't quote me on that. Yeah, I did say a construction worker. Yeah, that was the name of the drink. That was the name of the drink. It didn't sound right, man. I'm not going to drink though. You going? Yeah, you can get one. I'm not going to drink right now because, huh?
I asked this guy one question.
Yeah, you can take this shot too with us too. I'm not gonna.
I'm all right.
I'm not gonna let you drink by yourself though.
I can take that with me.
AD.
Hey, from listening to you, I've started to think that in hip hop, right, you can't write a rhyme, well, even though it happens. But in hip hop, you can't really write a rhyme for somebody that's considered like bad, like even though cats be get,
I'm gonna do a sip when I got to. Yeah, because AD.
They have guys write for them. But like in the world of hip hop, it's like the top tier.
And this is what's the name of this tequila?
A top tier MC. Listening from the R&B world, having a songwriter that's a part of.
Anitas. Kind of smooth.
No, it's good. Yeah, I don't know if they can hear this question he's asking, so I'm not happy.
All right, go ahead. Yeah. Hey, we gotta have to get you a mic, bro. You can't ask.
Yeah, we can't.
Ask the question
If we grab a chair,
over
we
there.
can put Rasul on the end.
Yeah, let's do that. Just get him a chair.
Okay,
because we're gonna
okay,
ask him a
okay.
question.
Thank you, DJ J.
Yeah, if you ever try JBX in 1942, 1942 became like really big and famous. I mean, it's over. You know, everybody just run to the 42. Now I went to something different and stuff. They got different tequilas
It's
out
also
there.
like a pop culture popular.
Yeah, everybody's
You know.
42 now. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh shoot, you know what? I got these glasses. I didn't even know that was you. Yeah. Wow, till she
been here the whole
light.
time.
Yo, I'm tripping, yo.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Oh man, we gotta bring her back on here, man. That's crazy.
We'll get her back up there.
Yeah, we're gonna get you up here. Yeah, we got Blast from the Past, man. Oh, we got a scratch from the past. Cause you DJ. Yeah, exactly. Yes, it's gonna be fun. Somebody must know me. They said Underground Sound said Killah Priest. That was dope. Oh, Mala was vegan for 7 years. Thanks for sharing. Let me see. The girls are coming. Somebody say who's the girls? Black, y'all. Oh, that's Rasul. Yeah, Rasul's back. Now we do the segment when we do that. So we got DH in the building, yo. Ask him some questions. He's right here. He's sharing a lot of knowledge about writing. Your family from Panama, Central America. Well, I got a lot of people. Man. But nah, I'm not from Panama. Say Panama. I never got that one. Panama's down. Oh, you Panamanian? Yeah. Oh, okay, no doubt. Yeah, I was about to say Panamanians are dark, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Big up to Panama. I wear a lot of Panama gold.
Big up to Panama.
What's up with that canal? They got the ill gold. They got a lot of. They say if you want to get gold, get it from Panama, man. Panamanian gold.
Panamanian gold.
Yeah.
All right.
That was some good stuff.
You gotta go down there. You gotta come. You gotta go down there. Go to Peru.
Yeah, Nicaragua. No, was it real gold? Just like they say Texas tea, or they talking about that? yeah. But that's not gold. So then now they said that's in NY back in the days. It was like, yo, man, get you some Panamanian gold. What was your question for him now, Sue? He's right here. You was saying all that stuff, bro. You hear that?
Okay. As you know, I was saying hip hop music, right? You know, in our culture, right? You know, to write another person's rhyme would be considered blasphemy to certain heads, right? But well, you know, you got Dre, you got people like that. Everybody
don't talk about Drake, man. I like Drake.
No, I said Dre, Dr. Dre.
Dre.
Everybody knows Dre. He'll have someone come in and write his rhymes for him. He's not afraid to admit that. Right. Same thing with Puff Daddy, okay? Mm-hmm. But those guys are exceptions to the rule, okay? I'm starting to see now in the R&B world, it's the norm for someone to.
You starting to just see that?
No,
I'm sorry, I had to jump in on that one.
Hey, man,
you thought all of them wrote their own songs?
Yeah, I thought like Anita Baker wrote her own stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Who else? Teddy Pendergrass.
I mean, the answer.
Teddy Pendergrass wrote his own. He had to write his own. Sam Cooke wrote his own. His own stuff. You know.
So who wrote Happy Birthday? Happy Birthday? Those songs was written by somebody.
I don't think you can be so sure that those artists wrote their own tracks, and I think for hip hop, it has the same thing to do with R&B.
Right.
And as long as R&B's been around, hip hop's been around, someone's been writing
for someone
else. Doesn't mean that person can't write for themselves. You know, a lot of like athletes, you know, they've been playing all life. We can all draw up X's and O's, but you're not. Here, we didn't give you a contract to draw plays.
Indeed.
We gave a contract to this guy over here to draw plays. You're here to do one thing.
Right.
To sing, perform. Doesn't mean you can on your own. That's not what we're paying you for. And this industry is all about music, and you have to understand that. That's first and foremost. So, you're not writing your own stuff until you make yourself worth that much to us. So, and this stuff is, you know, there's NDAs, there's agreements. So ghostwriters are real, but they also can't say anything. All the money that they've made,
they can't say no.
They're gonna have to give it back.
So a lot of cats probably in the industry, the hip hop industry, right, that we know of.
The music industry.
Just the music. What do you want to say? The genre of hip hop, though.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. We going to talk about that. Okay. So the whole concept of the ghostwriter is real. So we have to
put into context that a lot of cats just haven't been writing their own rhymes for years.
Yeah, that's not new news though. That's not even just like the music industry. That's so many industries. That's what producers for. That's what writers for. Think of reality TV. So you think reality TV is real, but if you watch the credits when these shows,
I write all my rhymes though. I write all my
rhymes.
writer.
If reality TV is complete reality, why are the writers?
That's a great point.
For reality TV.
Right.
Someone's writing like the direction. Someone's giving direction. Like these edits don't just so happen to catch these people in these conversations that become controversial out of nowhere. Like there's writing. It's being produced. You know.
Yeah.
The reality of reality TV is that they're not paying these people what they're paying real actors. Like that's the reality.
Indeed.
And that's the same thing in music.
Right.
Like you have to earn yourself. Like you have to be so valuable to a label that when you as an artist say, I want to write my own music, they're gonna have to, bend a little and be like, all right, you can write a few tracks on this album because you're a value to them now. I like and if you're not gonna let them, another label will. Steph Curry didn't sign with Nike because he wanted to put a religious verse on his shoes, and they were like,
he wanted to do what?
He wanted a religious verse to be on his signature shoe with Nike, and Nike was like, nah, you can't do that. He was like, oh, okay, and it didn't help that on the PowerPoint slideshow they did when they were pitching him had some slides in it about Kevin Durant, so they weren't even.
He had some slides in there
on their whole
why would he put Kevin?
It was lazy. There was not checks and balances. So that's just the level of respect, which is another reason why he's with Under Armour and he's not with Nike
or Adidas
or anyone.
He got a nice check for that Under Armour deal. That
Under
Armour deal was good.
Earn your keep. Now, like you're here to perform because at the end of the day, you can go to any church on Sunday across the country, and you can find someone who has a good look and a good voice, and throw them in the studio and be like, "Hey,
dress them up, put a chain on them,
absolutely,
put a bow,
come,
do that dance how you did last night.
Write them a check for $100,000, money they've never seen before, and you have the rights to their next 3 albums.
That's
if it
crazy.
works,
It's insane.
Boom. If it doesn't work, put them on the shelf. On to the next one.
So hold on though. Let's talk about like a promise. Now I'm gonna add on to that. I'm about to blow a bomb on the head.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, y'all know that. You know Erykah Badu, right?
Yep.
Erykah Badu, that first Baduism, that first record.
Mm-hmm.
The music was done by the Roots, right? And some of the lyrics, in fact, most of the lyrics, she had a ghostwriter. I know that for a fact. In fact, I know one of the ghostwriters.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to put that out there.
You just put it out there, bro.
See, the ghostwriter. I ain't put the person. I ain't put the
Hold on.
person. I didn't put the person. The individual's name out there. Wrote the song.
Oh, well.
Okay. A lot of people don't even know her first album was produced by the Roots.
Do you think?
You know that?
Do you think a lot of people are surprised to hear that someone?
Erykah Badu. That don't mean anything.
Somebody like me that ain't. I'm thinking she writing all the lyrics, man. That's just how I think.
Right. She was singing "Kicking Knowledge," man. I'm still.
Nah, man. I heard she ain't had no disrespect, man. She came and met the Roots, and she got inspired. That's what I heard.
You heard that?
Yo, come on, man. She was in Philly for a long time. And when she first came to Philly, hold on. When she first came up to Philly or whatever, she was trying to find a look. She didn't have that look when she first came up here from Texas. I mean, to like up to the East Coast. So she got with the Roots. They had more of an Afrocentric vibe. She rocked with that, snatched it up, and bang, and she looked good. I tell you, she did a hell of a job. I tell you that. Big up to Erykah Badu. Give a clap.
Absolutely. Yeah, man.
But
Erykah Badu is the queen, man.
Yeah. It proves what you said. I guess you have if you're.
She came to my studio session. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
I got a chance to sit down, and she was in my studio session right there, and I got a chance to sit there and talk to her. You know,
she liked that heavy. She liked Heavy Mental, didn't she?
She was there. Yeah.
What do you mean she was there?
She was there for Heavy Mental.
What song? I was around. I didn't meet her.
Yeah, you ain't meet her. She was there. You wasn't around all the time.
I wasn't.
Yeah, I mean,
I wasn't around. That's right.
She was there for a couple of sessions. Yep.
Yeah.
So she get
Asking
her.
about what ghostwriting is, and another person's like, it should be illegal.
Yeah, what it was?
Ghostwriting.
Ghostwriting, yeah.
Well, according to the brother right here, it's all a part of the your contract. If you can't
I mean,
produce,
ghostwriters have been around forever.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's countless books out there, novels that, people believe someone wrote that really
That's
didn't, for whatever reason. Some people, I mean, for as much as you want to say ghostwriting should be illegal, commenter, a lot of people are surviving on ghostwriting because a lot of people are telling stories that they're scared to put their name to for whatever reason.
think so.
They need, a ghostwriter. And
I think
don't
so.
even
I think that, yeah.
and I don't think that there's nothing illegal behind having a ghostwriter's name. How many artists are on stage with their actual name?
I totally
How
agree,
many actors are using their real names?
That's right.
Let alone using their real names when they're in a movie. Like,
Right.
I mean, this is entertainment. We're in the entertainment industry.
I totally agree, yo.
So, what's someone's real name? Who's entertaining you? How they're entertaining you shouldn't matter. Are you not entertained?
Exactly.
Like, I mean,
Exactly.
if you're
Are you
being
not entertained?
Like, be
Yeah, I
entertained.
totally agree with
if it's
that,
not
yo.
entertaining you, like, that's what this is about, period.
Do they want privacy though? They don't want that recognition.
well, yeah, I agree with you on that because you don't want nobody. Nobody wants to know that Tom over there in the corner wrote those lines.
But who
for you.
cares? You don't even think about that. When I'm listening to want to be starting something, got to be starting. Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I don't care who wrote the song. I'm just listening
That's
to
true.
Mike. You know
but
what
you
I'm
know,
saying?
in hip hop, they kind of like
Shoot,
hip-hop
Quincy
culture,
Jones
they
did
get-
most of the productions for Michael Jackson.
But you know how they get. You know, they feel like it's like rules to hip hop. Nobody can write your rhyme.
But who wrote those rules?
Well, yeah, that's hip hop. Yeah, Priest is right. That's singing is different.
Yeah.
They not competing with it. They not really battling on stage like an MC, like two rappers.
I know what he's trying to say.
I don't think
He's
that
trying to-
hip hop
yeah.
cares that much. And
But
the
that's
reason
Terry
why I
D.
say that is because everyone that's in the hip hop industry is aware of this. There's been no uprising against ghostwriters. There's been nothing. All you have is an artist here, an artist there,
Okay.
who might speak up, might clown, like, oh, they want to clown someone up top to get recognition. So they might talk about Drake and say, oh, he doesn't write his own stuff. To me, that's just like a clout chaser. Like, you want some clout, talk about someone that, people love, people adore. Like, no one talks trash about, a basketball player who gets no minutes at the end of the bench. You want
Right.
some recognition? Go at LeBron, go at KD. Go at someone that's like, ooh, I can't believe they did this. Like, make a shot comment. No one's talking about this rapper, hip-hop artist, R&B singer that no one knows how they have a ghostwriter because no one cares. And it's not going to get that person any attention. But yeah, people come at Drake because they know, like, oh, can you believe he said this about Drake? Boom, attention, Again, people looking for 15 minutes
Just making tea
off
over
of the
here.
heels
Yeah.
of someone else's hard work and how they got and where they got to.
Yeah, a lot of marketing involved.
Absolutely.
Artists are becoming products. They've been products.
Like if you think that every artist out there, every song they put out,
Right.
they wrote,
Yep.
you are not paying attention.
Right.
Yeah, that brings us to Terry D. left a super chat. He said, "Can you be a top 5 or top 10 rapper of all time if you had assistance with your pen?"
No.
Terry D says no. What y'all say?
No.
No.
I think
Absolutely no.
what I say is, who are we putting in the top 5, top 10 that we can confirm conclusively never had any assistance in any track they wrote?
Uh-oh.
No. That's a rule, and that's a rule. He said, what was the question again?
Top 10 or top 5, can you be a ghostwriter?
No, a
Can
rapper,
top,
right?
Yeah, top 10 rappers or top 5. Can they have a ghostwriter? Can they be top 10?
Your ghostwriter
If
would
they
be
had a
considered
ghostwriter.
because that's what in rap he said rapper.
Right.
So your ghostwriter would be considered, to me, personally, I think your ghostwriter need to step up and start recording himself.
That's why it's kept secret most of the time, because what happens in the studio will sometimes stay in the studio, and you never know, especially if they're not talking
Give
about
me a
it.
top 10. Give me a top 10 that has a ghostwriter. Give me a top 5.
We never know.
But that's
the ones that we know.
That's the whole thing, though. The question, like, how are you confirming with certainty that these rappers, these artists, have never had someone assist them in writing a track?
You know, Tupac's never been assisted. I'm sure that's all his shit.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure M, that's all his shit. B.I.G., that's all his shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Especially rappers from the 90s.
Or is that actual fact? That's just my...
I think when collaborations start happening, there's going to be some cross assistance because, you know what I mean? If one rapper's collaborating with another rapper, they're obviously bouncing off the hook. And then they can say, oh, you know what? You can say this rhyme right here. Oh, that's a good idea. There might be some cross assistance, but it wouldn't be considered ghostwriting. That's just considered collaboration. So you never know. Because Lil Wayne and Eminem did a collaboration. Yeah.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
It's amazing. Like, you know, a lot of these rappers are able to adjust. You can adjust styles.
Who's this guy? What is he doing over there?
I mean, I guess I would say in theory is, you know, if it's gonna be fair, you know, you let the artist put together a collection of the songs that they did in fact write on themselves, and then when you judge them on that collection of their music, not any music that did have a ghostwriter or someone else assist them when
I agree with that one. Yeah.
Which then also falls back to my original question though. How do you confirm
that the writers wrote their rhymes?
That they wrote that track?
Well, the person would have to come out and say, "Yeah, I wrote this."
Because to the question, I would say no.
It sounds like them.
I would say no. They should not be.
Yeah, that is true.
They shouldn't be considered.
Right.
But just like my next question though, just like, how do we know?
I don't know because they would have to experience. Because the cats that rhyme about their neighborhoods and stuff like that, you would have to be in their neighborhood to experience it. So I see it through, because I can see through their eyes, like certain rappers that rhyme about coming out of Compton, straight out of Compton. I don't think no Jewish guy wrote that.
Right.
Straight out of Compton, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like,
but it could be their best friend who was their neighbor. It was like a good writer, but like just didn't get that break, didn't make the group, didn't make the cast.
Some of this stuff,
didn't make the band.
You could Google some of this stuff.
Open for theory. That's true. You can Google now.
Yeah, like Snoop Dogg, when he did Malice in Wonderland, he said most of that was written by others.
Really?
Yeah. He admitted that in a 2013 interview.
Well, Snoop?
For that project.
Yeah,
doesn't mean they're going to have ghostwriters for every project,
right,
but
exactly.
for certain projects.
That's what I said. Well, it's open for debate. Yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah, that's true. Because you can't really prove it.
Find a collection of the artist tracks that they wrote. Because I know those exist, especially for the top people that we
This is interesting.
Identify.
They're saying, I've read an article about this before too. They saying that Nas had ghostwriters on the Untitled album.
That's not true.
And I don't think that's true. They're saying Jay Electronica.
That's not true.
There was an uproar.
Nas did a song. Nas did a song saying Jay didn't write it. He said Jay didn't write it. Jay Electronica didn't write it. He said it.
Right.
So that's not true.
So it's a rumor.
Yeah, what are we talking about?
2012. Jay Electronica.
Way back.
It's wild.
Archaeologists.
Let's dig up the
let's dig up the bones.
It was an interesting article. I thought it was interesting.
Yeah, Jay denied it.
Oh, he denied that?
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, Nas been rhyming since he was a little kid, yo.
Yeah, why would he get Jay Electronica to write his rhymes for him? That sounds absolutely absurd.
But it's not even real. I'm saying we digging up bones and we going into some archaeologists and then we're not even getting into the real stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it's a good, interesting conversation. But you said it right because you don't know if somebody from a neighbor could have helped them out. These new rappers, there's a lot of new rappers that have helped because I'm thinking, wait a minute, this sounds like an R&B flow. Mm-hmm. So why wouldn't you? Because you ain't saying nothing anyway. You know what I'm saying? If you're just going, why wouldn't you get an R&B, a person that can rhyme and do a flow, and you just fill in some of the words and just do it? You know what I'm saying? It's open for discussion because some of those flows, it's like, man, that sounds like an R&B song, yo. For real, some of the flows, it sounds like, and you know, it's very melodic. The new sounds is very melodic sounding. It's like This
I mean,
cat
they
sat in
actually
his
singing,
room
they're
and
singing.
really feel like, you know what I mean? Just like, yo, I ain't hanging out today. I'm not going to the bar. I'm gonna sit in the crib. And she love me so. You know what I mean? Some of them is just like, no, because I like some of the melodic sounds.
Yeah,
I like some of the way he tied in, and it's very, very melodic, and you know, remind me of like reggae in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? So it just catches me like that.
Yeah, but if you spend enough time in the studio working on a song too, right? You don't have to be an R&B singer to produce something like that. Like you can listen, just take enough time, just kind of like slow it down, and you know, you can figure that out in time. We shouldn't take for granted that like these songs that we listen to and hear were written, you know, in a 20, 30-minute, 2-hour studio session. Some of
That's
these
true, too.
songs took a long while.
That is true too.
Before they were fine. I mean, some of these songs have been sitting on the shelf for years before something just kind of comes like, you know, I remember this. Like, this song actually, I mean, so the time behind all the lyrics to all the songs, the production we hear, that's different on a song-to-song basis.
Right.
So, and if you write, even if you write for a specific genre, if you write, you know, you can, you know, a lot of times the flows you're talking about can just be a slowed up version of a hip hop verse that was meant to like hit, attack really quick. But you can just take those same lines, just slow them down. Now it's a completely different song.
Yep.
Millennials.
Big facts.
Yeah, well, that's big facts. Yeah, it's millennials. You know what I'm saying? It's different type of sounds and different type of flows. That's all it's about at the end of the day. Is different flows and different.
Absolutely.
Look at Method Man. He dances on tracks, yo. Method Man. Another one, Ecstasy. None that passed away. He was El Flower from Houdini. Remember, one love. I took it all back.
Oh,
Nothing
yeah.
but to have just one love. The word love and life. For real, he was doing it.
That beat track was hard for sure. I mean, you can even look at like how hard your boy 50 comes out hitting on his tracks, and then he turns around and drops, you know, his little slow "I'm the Man" with Chris Brown. It's
Yeah.
complete opposite of like tracks 50's known for.
Yeah.
Slow it down with the right beat. You speed up the beat, you can speed up those lyrics, and it's a completely different song, completely different track.
Yeah, 50. Yeah. Nothing I really can say about 50. He just got, you know, dope flows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Pop Smoke is another one. You know,
Yeah.
R.I.P. to Pop.
R.I.P. to Pop.
Pop Smoke.
I mean, dude, the dopest hip hop artists out there, and even, you know, you can go into other genres, but it's lyrics, but it's also like delivery. I mean, the dope ones, like they're just something unique and just dope about their delivery that just makes them stand out. On top of the fact that their lyrics are hard. I mean, Biggie's delivery, silly. Tupac's delivery, silly. Nas, hell, everyone in the clan, like they all had unique, different, like cool deliveries, you know, that made them all like stand out. And I mean, those, again, just naming a few, Eminem, this kid has like crazy delivery. It's just like when you think you've heard all potential possible deliveries, you know, shit, Pop Smoke's delivery is like dope. Like, I mean, it's so many artists, like, they're memorable.
ODB.
They're memorable and they're good. Absolutely.
Ain't nobody could deliver like ODB.
Lil Jon.
Absolutely.
Hey, he
Memorable.
Yo, Lil Jon was yo. Yeah.
Oops. Wrong
Okay.
one. That was the wrong one.
No problem.
There you go.
Yeah, I figured that's what you
It was the
were
wrong
for.
yeah.
You hit Lil Jon with the code on the first one.
Delivery. What? They want you to light one up. Moving right on. Triple J. Okay. AD got off fire. Rasul, they want you to light one up.
Yeah.
Yo, y'all still in here in the building. We having fun on this for MLK. I took a little bit because I'm not, you know what I mean? Because I'm on.
A little bit of what?
cleansing.
Tequila
I
or
took a
tea?
little bit, yeah. I took a little bit.
Take a little shot.
You can get Sul a little bit.
Tequila.
What?
Yeah, it's Killah Preach because I'm not. Yeah, I was fasting from drinking for a minute. You know what I mean? Yeah.
All right, I guess I'll take a shot with you, young brothers.
Yeah. See, I got your
Say
cup
that
already.
real quick. Yeah.
Boom, boom. Yeah, so I agree. The genres of genres. I really don't care if somebody writes somebody else's rhymes. You know. At the end of the day, it is music. It's entertainment.
It's business.
But it's
I
also
think you're mixing
entertainment.
it. Yeah. A
If you
writer.
got driving down the street, you just want to listen. Nobody really cares. They drive.
I don't
down the
even
street,
think about it.
You get
Right? I don't
listen
think
to
about
the
it until you
music,
get into a
groove it,
debate.
Until some idiot comes along and says, such and such wrote that. Yeah, you just messed up your whole vibration. This guy
Yeah.
coming in and saying,
Final
such and
product
such,
is all
he
that
wrote
matters.
I
Yeah,
mean,
because you got
I said,
artists.
yo, why are you driving? Why are you just going to disturb my
Yeah.
speech? My peace, man. You driving, you going
You got artists doing the beats now too. Like Priest did his own beats on the last album, huh, Priest?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
He did
dope.
that from
I
home.
grew up. I grew up in the music, man. I grew up in the. What I mean, I grew up learning. I learned more, so I started producing
Yeah.
my own sounds and stuff like that. Now
But I was tripping. I was like, "Hey, Priest, who made this beat? This is sick." He's like, "I did." I'm like, "Nah, come on." And he's like, he did it himself. He figured out how to do it all from this computer at the spot.
Shout out
David
to
Flores.
David Flores in the
Big up
building.
to David Flores.
Priest delivery is all good looking. Rockets. No doubt, Rocket. Yeah, man. But that's what it just listening to sounds and being around so many great producers like RZA and True Master Fourth and God's Wrath, Shroom. Who else? Shout them out and seeing how they work. But I was like, man, I get some sounds, then you don't have to wait on them. So I just got up one morning and played with it. You know what I'm saying? Play with the music. You know what I'm saying? And it came out.
Because Priest moves so fast, the beat makers can't keep up. Do you know what I'm saying? The engineers
I get tired
can't
of
keep
waiting,
up.
man.
Priest is fast. Boom, boom, next track. And then we're just like, whoa, we're all out of beats.
You know how it is. Being a writer, you know how it is. When you feel it, you want to do it.
Oh, you can just
Right.
go.
Yeah.
You can go. I mean, and one song can actually be 2, 3, 4 songs. Like when you're just like,
Yeah.
you're going. Because I mean,
Yeah.
you're telling the story. You're talking about the details. They're like just racing through your head.
Right.
It's like you just put it on paper. No,
Right.
it's a total process. You get lost in that shit.
Yeah.
So that's the fun though. That's how people. You hear about 2-day-long studio sessions, 12 hours, where it's like a lot of work we do, most people's like can't do their job. But
Yeah.
like that, music, that's writing, it's someone's passion. If it's producing, it's your passion. Like you can take your passion and do that shit all day if you want without,
Yeah, get up. Yeah.
no breaks necessary.
Exactly. How we gotta get up here, yo.
Yeah, you're the executive producer,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
up
yeah,
to you.
yeah.
I'm just flying the ship.
So we're gonna have to let her slide up here. Yeah. We gotta bring some. Yeah. Exactly. She was a guest before.
All
The
right.
DJ, so we're gonna play.
Yeah.
We're gonna play.
She's
musical
also
chairs.
one of the 2 co-hosts in the podcast.
She hosted the podcast.
Yes.
Yo, everybody remember.
Hey! Yo, remember, you can't be shy up for hey, she is. Y'all remember DJ Jackie up in the building.
What's up, Jackie? How you been?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Holidays.
Yeah, exactly.
Better
Yeah.
crushing it.
What you been going on? What's been going on? I haven't seen you in a long time since the podcast.
Just hitting the BPMs hard, There
you go.
Been doing some teeny tiny legal gatherings. Is that legal even? I don't even know. Was that under 10 people?
Must be. You called it legal, so it's got to be legal.
Yeah, exactly.
Gatherings, little
Yeah.
karaoke nights, and finding ways to entertain ourselves during this quarantine.
No doubt. No, I was just reading. You see that, AD?
What happened?
Soon gonna come back on fire. And somebody said, "Angry Black is gone." When they
Oh,
ask me
man.
questions, because Sue go in, they mean that in a good way, you know what I mean? Because he usually go off on his show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Not in front of the ladies.
Yo, oh man, yo. So you been spinning here and there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
Little bits. Waiting for the world to open up.
Do you do like how who I'm thinking about? Do you do DJing on Instagram like live? Do you do like anything at your crib where you could just spin?
Yeah, I'll be going live and learning from the
T Nice
OBS master over here.
Oh.
How to get everything up and going because it's it's a lot of computer stuff. So
Yeah, since last time she was here, she got her YouTube popping.
Yeah, that's dope. Let's check it out. Because like D Nice, you ever saw D Nice joint when the pandemic first started?
First
he just
kicked off.
yeah,
Fire.
he was
Killed it
kicked
the
it
whole
up.
day. Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming to my second show and tuning in during this lockdown. I'm going to do a bit of tech house to techno, so hope you enjoy. Thanks for tuning in.
that was a fun little time.
She does all her own videos.
Super awkward.
The
She's
deep
so
house.
petite, but then when she start playing the music, it's on, right? It's like,
Yeah. Yo, she got the jams though.
Michael Jackson. Boom, she just go in.
Yeah. So y'all remember, I'm gonna fast forward to this middle part. Hey.
Hey,
This is when it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, and you feeling good.
I know the owner of this place.
Yeah. After hours, after party. You know what I'm saying?
Great dance battles.
We're not gonna get in trouble, right?
No. That's her mix. You can check that
Dope.
out on YouTube. Jackie.
I was
Finkel.
gonna ask because AD he had me on eggshells because I be actually
You got in trouble?
yeah like yo we can't play that but then now we could.
I mean-
that's why I ask him sometimes.
Yeah.
That's
Gotcha.
good.
We
That's
just can't be
dope.
playing like, mainstream shit.
Yeah, bust out that Prince song. We can't do that.
I mean, I could do a karaoke version.
That's another thing. Sewell, Prince wrote a lot of songs for people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Prince wrote a lot of songs for other artists.
It's like Sia. She does her own.
Oh yeah.
She writes for other people, right?
Sia's a ghostwriter.
Sia?
Remember Sia? She's the artist that she covers her eyes with her hair.
She hides her face.
It's like,
Oh
like
man,
the
no, I don't
bomb
know who's
haircut.
this.
I'll show you right now. See, a lot of these.
I'm thinking Sierra.
This.
Well, she shows her face
is
now, but back in the day, she was like.
Half black, half white.
her hair
Okay.
sometimes. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to find the old
What,
school.
Timberland? Is that considered? Is he right? No, he.
Missy
beats. He
does.
does beats.
Yeah.
Timberland.
Yeah.
Remember when this artist
yeah, there
first
it is.
came out?
I don't remember that.
And remember we were like, why is she covering her hair?
Uh,
But so yeah, so she was always involved in the industry as a ghostwriter, and
memories.
then she came out
It's
as
dope.
an artist, similar to how Missy Elliott was a producer, and then she came out as an artist.
She was a writer.
You know what I'm saying?
Same thing.
Dr. Dre,
I like her
producer,
Put Neil on that
came
list.
out as an artist.
Neil
Yeah.
did a lot of writing for people before he finally came out with his own, his first album.
I think if you just, it's like you wear, if you're in that industry, you're gonna wear a couple hats. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, you can't just do one thing.
outsource a couple things, wear a couple hats. What goes around?
Yeah.
Jody says she loves your black shirt. Yeah. It's kind of fly.
It is.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I'll take Very
nice.
nice.
Exactly, yo. Yeah, so let's keep it moving on. So, yes, MLK, how's your MLK day been so far?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Just,
Since
around the
it's
house.
huh?
Oh, just around the house. Yeah.
Oh, okay, just chilling. So is it official? Like you said, it's official holiday now.
Yeah.
I'm late. I'm the only one. I was like, yo, it's MLK Day. Yeah. But now I've seen everybody really partying. They made it official, so that's dope, yo. MLK, you gonna let one go?
I'm
baby?
just
Yeah.
got this in the
Who have
background.
been seared in the flames of withering injustice.
Yeah, let's take a little quick break and you can let that go for a
It
minute.
came as a joyous daybreak to end the
Voice
long
like that.
night of their captivity.
Like Chuck D.
Oh yeah.
But 100 years later,
Bass. How low can you go?
the Negro still is not free. 100 years later, the life of the Negro is still sadly crippled by the manacles of segregation
We gonna let it go too far.
and the chains of discrimination. 100 years later, the Negro lives on a lonely island of poverty. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will they be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day, even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream. My 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day, down in Alabama, with its vicious racists, with its governor having his lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification. One day right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today.
Yeah, the dream, yo, the dream speech. Yo, yeah, I feel sorry for whoever had to speak after that. It's like, you know, it's like a show. Like, if you try to come on behind a dream,
Yeah.
you gotta, you know what I mean? It's like, he nailed it all with that one, yo.
Whoever came next is like, I gotta use the bathroom, and had a
Exactly.
hard time coming back up.
Exactly. I think I saw a skit done by P. What's that? Pill?
Ken Peele.
Yeah, Key Pill.
Oh, yeah.
And they did a segment where somebody was trying to speak after the dream speech. They got water hoses. You saw that one?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it was hilarious. Yeah.
Yo, Key and Peele is hilarious, man.
Mm-hmm.
Them two, they do a lot of stuff. Movies, you know, it's like shows, movies, but writing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just say this about the speech, obviously, because he played on Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday.
Yeah.
Definitely should spend a little time on it, but
that's real.
Obviously, the dream speech is dope, and it's been talked about and played and heard and everything, obviously, for years from the day that he said it. I think, though, it's been long enough to where, like, the dream was dope, and it was perfect, and it was what we needed then, but, like, I just feel like now, like, I think we're well past it, but I just feel like the steps, the progress, we talk about moving a needle, like, from the dream to, like, I feel like now someone needs to have a speech, someone needs to start preaching about a plan.
Wake up.
The dream was great, so now what's the plan to get to the reality? Because at the end of the day, nothing change doesn't happen without a plan. Like, we can talk. That's why, I mean, not even to go up on like a whole big, political rant, but it's like, when there's like shootings, like Congress talks about it and then so many days goes by, anything happens. I'll say this, the one thing about 2020 that was dope was just like Black Lives Matters, and not even like the organization, because I don't even want to touch on that because that's a whole nother thing itself. But just the idea, the concept behind those 3 words is actually really what's more important. But the fact that, like, I think in 2020 was the first time we saw something happen of significance, and it didn't just go away in like a week or 2 weeks. Like, it's, you know, we're still hearing about it. Finally, there's like more than, you know, the 14% of black people in the country, and then, you know, the fringe around that that's speaking on it, where it has become more. And while the attention, the spotlight is lasting longer and is on it, there still needs to be a plan. Like, if you don't have a plan, you can't get anywhere. Like, I mean, if you look at everything that's been accomplished, any goals that you set personally as a person, any achievements you have that require time, energy, and effort that aren't easy, there has to be a plan. So
That's actually the name of Priest's next album. Is The Plan.
perfect. Well, I guess I know what it's going to be about.
Don't listen to that. Y'all.
Yeah. The Plan.
But that's just like, you know, it's like time, it's been time for like the next step. And yeah, things have happened. You know, we've had a black president, 2 terms, dope, great. You know, we have a black vice president, female coming in. That's great, that's dope. But I also think that, and I think that the prior 4 years of the person who was in position of president of the United States has shown, though, that there's a difference in having a plan and having change and being thrown bones to stop barking and to stop making noise. Like,
Indeed.
and I just feel like, you know, we can look, people mistake things that have happened in the last 20, 30, 40 years as progress when it wasn't that much progress. It was bones being thrown to quiet the barking. And if you wanted to challenge that, sure. But 4 years ago, the ability to challenge that went away because of who came into office and what came to light with him becoming the president of the United States. Because all of a sudden, what was systemic, what was indirect racism came right to the forefront, and the being discreet and having to be quiet and having to sneak around the corners was no longer necessary. You can just be blatant about it again, and I can just and I'm just to set the stage, I'm no conspiracy theorist, right? Like I'm not a race card puller. I just think there's a lot of assholes out there personally. So like every time someone does something towards me that I don't like and they're not black, I don't necessarily think they're racist. I think they're an asshole. Because like honestly, that's probably have more assholes out there than you do have racist people, even though they're one and the same. But my point is, it's obvious the last 4 years what our country has witnessed, and the culmination was, you know, a few days ago at the Capitol building of that. And what's to come, who knows? But my point is, there needs to be a plan. And maybe there's a plan out there, and I just haven't had a chance to look at it. Send it to the show, please. I'd love to see it. But like, I just feel like let's not get blindsided by like the little bones that are being thrown, and really like work on a plan that has like some structure to it that, you know, we can look at and map out and actually make the change that everyone says they want.
Yep. Ben Garcia agrees with you.
That's right. Nah, real talk, bro. Real talk. What's the plan? Last time I posed that, I asked the question. I was like, "Yo, what if they shut off the internet, shut off the lights, shut off everything? How are we going to communicate?"
Payphones. Payphones.
Take it back.
No, I remember that question, and honestly, I don't think it's that difficult of a question. I mean, at the end of the day, say what you want. Like human beings, like we adapt. It's just as hard to adapt to technology as it is to adapt to technology going away. There's still people that don't buy into all technology. You know, there's still people who prefer a whiteboard and, you know, a black pen to their phone, to their iPad, to like some people. And the main reason to that is people hate change. Like inherently, whether they know it or not, people don't like change. Like
That's why Priest still writes his scriptures on paper. If you see any other rapper in the studio, they're gonna be spitting their lyrics right off their phone, like ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Yeah.
But Priest has his scriptures, learns them, memorizes them, goes in the studio and just lays it out.
yeah.
Gotta write them.
People don't like change. Like, I know we're going to go into change. I would have had the title of the book and the author, but I have to look it up and shoot it to you. You can drop it on the next show. But, there's a book that talks about human behavior and attributes change and people's minds work. People attribute change to torture. People do not like change. People at all costs will try to avoid change if they can. LA's great, Miami's great, New York's great, all these cities are great. But the majority of people never actually leave the hometown they're born in, like numbers-wise, percentage-wise. It's where they're safe. They think they want a big city. They're like, oh, shit. They go back home. People in big city think they want quiet. They go to this one, they're like, I can't handle this. Like, they go back. Where they came from. Like, it's just, change it's tough and it's hard. But it's real and it's necessary.
Is that just our reality? Was that implanted in us, and taught to us, like just to hate change, or it's just people? That's the way we are.
You ever moved?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was like it was. Yeah, you can
Look
adapt.
at people who stay in jobs they hate for so long. Look at people who stay in relationships that they're not happy in for so long. Look at people who fucking like take beatings for like so long. They don't like it, but it's like change is a beast.
It's a beast.
Like on all levels. Unless you're talking about
Comfortable.
positive change. Shit, even if you're moving into like better digs, you still dread like having to box up all your shit. Like you got to call a moving company. Like even when you're going to a better place, just like the process.
They get comfortable.
Is like like if you could get rid of it, not do away with it, you would do it. Not a shout out to Gmail or nothing, but like Gmail is actually a better emailing suite than Outlook. But on the business side, first to market, right? If we want to talk business, first to market carries
Google's
a lot
gonna
of
take
weight.
over the world.
Yeah, but Microsoft, Bill Gates got Windows out long ago.
Yeah.
Corporate America has adapted to it. You go into corporate America, you see PCs. You got to go into like elementary schools and like creative spaces to find apples.
True.
People still prefer Outlook's not better than Gmail, my opinion. But like kind of compare the two, might feel the same. But again, changing. You're gonna change your whole corporate structure to adapt to Gmail when you're already on
Apple
Outlook?
got an iPhone coming out that could bend.
Really?
A bendable phone is coming out soon.
How will it break for us to buy another one? Then?
I know, right? It's supposed to be designed to break down, right? I don't own any Apple products. I don't even eat apples. But
I eat apples.
I invest in the stock.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got some stock options in Apple, that's for sure. But I don't have any Apple products.
You got a cup?
No, I'm okay.
All right, you good? All right.
You want some tea? I'll get you a cup.
No, it's okay. Green tea?
Some tequila?
Japanese green
Tequila.
tea?
Yeah, it's
Nice.
yeah. We got tequila too. Tito's. Tito's vodka.
Should we do a tequila and tea cocktail?
Tequila, yeah. Like Dracula.
Tequila priest cocktail.
Tequila priest. Huh?
Yeah.
What you say?
Maybe with some ginger or rosemary.
Yeah. Make it hook it up. Ginger, sliced ginger, some rosemary. Yeah. I got some cinnamon over here. Yeah, like that.
What were you whisking? Cinnamon? No.
I don't. Hey, you got whiskey?
I don't have whiskey.
No, what were you whisking? Sorry.
Oh, that was the Japanese matcha tea.
Okay. They're making like omelet or something.
Yeah. So yeah, I forgot my whisk. So AD had one, so I had to whisk it up. Check it out.
He was brisk with the whisk.
Yeah.
Matcha powder. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now we got it smooth, so we can take a sip. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the
That tea is powerful though.
Yeah.
You gotta
so
say
that tea is like it's the leaf. So it's not like regular tea. So it's where you you extract the water extracts the oils from it. That's actually crushed up leaves.
Oh, nice.
In Japan.
Okay. Very nice.
Now I got to get all dainty about tea.
Organic.
Tea connoisseur.
Don't get dainty.
Yeah, it's like really. So that's right there is a green tea that you. Yeah, it gets you kind of
Organic.
Get you kind of mixed with that.
Matcha has a good amount of caffeine in it too.
Well, there you go.
It doesn't have like the caffeine that coffee gives you, I guess.
Right.
The jitters.
The jitters.
Yeah, I was up on AD put me on it. Not to go too far into it, because I was up on that cold brew, boy. That cold brew had me flying around the room.
Yeah, that's
cold brew shots. I was like, espresso.
Yeah, Jackie's a coffee connoisseur too, aren't you? She has a really fancy coffee brewing thing at home.
Oh, a French press, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a French press.
You talking about the steam be coming out? They're like,
those are, they have like, is it a percolator? No. Pressure.
Yeah.
Makes the coffee come up this way.
Yeah.
And I have a French press. You just push it down.
Ooh.
Pour it out.
It just be sounding fly. French press. It just sounds so good. It's like I want to get one now just because you said French press.
Yeah.
That's all right.
It looks like this.
Like one of those. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, you getting all of the juice out of that bean.
That's it.
That's dope. Yeah.
Yeah. I saw she had that. I was like, what is that?
Exactly.
I was tripping out on it. What is that?
Little doubt.
Oh,
Yo, make sure y'all
what
hit
is that?
Make sure y'all hit that subscribe. Trouble Man said play something exclusive. Well, that was my plan. That was my plan.
You want to play an exclusive?
I don't know what I don't even know what I would play.
Oh.
Got race car.
Ooh.
Right? Speed race.
Gem. Okay. As you wish.
One little Jew. All right. Hold up.
Speed
Should
racers?
we set it up?
You set it up. Go ahead.
All right. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe. Make sure we're going to play something. Somebody said Bodega 95. Did that already? Well, we could do that. I was going to play, you should just go back. I know, right? Make sure y'all hit that subscribe, man, and tell them we over here. I'll do this for the New Year since we like a little red car. Yeah, you play it. Let's go.
Okay.
Hit that subscribe, man, and this is exclusive. We're not gonna play the whole thing, but we'll play a little bit of it.
Speed Racers.
Hot shit. Hot After school programs, old jams, American cheese, summer breeze, dungarees, the younger me Conan, bars of barbarian, behind bars with guards and Aryans, full of Allah and Rastafarians. You cool or you rob, every day afternoon with the squad, ice chains, dice games, shooting pool at the bar, vegetarians, got food by the mosque, old hippie Liberian. Let's explore some bottom lands, small creeks where the deers are falling. Beautiful morning, fish are spawning. The air's crisp and calming. Uplifts the conscious, beneath the soil, roots twist for moisture. Above, the sun sits the joy of all mankind. Spread love with children laughter. Let kindness brew slow, make a drip flow inside a cup of hope. The top froth with peaceful thoughts. Add people like a teaspoon of equal. Cafe long, happy not sad, take the day off. So with your old dad, have a talk. Go to the park, throw the ball. Drop the kids off at the mall. Moms buy their clothes for the fall. Lone Ranger, I was Tonto. You a whack entertainer, bag over his head like the Gong Show. Stay out the public.
Are we back on?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little teaser season. Make some noise. Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah. That's for Rocket Tour Cafe. Rocket Tour Cafe.
Sounds like you could say a lot in one breath. Right?
Huh?
You could say a lot in like one breath. Like, don't forget to breathe.
That's an up tempo. I like this up. Yeah, something up tempo or something like that. Yeah, that was good. Somebody said sounds like brainwashing. That's what we need. We need some brainwashing music because you got to get all that dirt off.
That's it.
like taking a shower with music. Yeah, that's called. Yeah. So yeah, man, MLK. Yeah, exactly. We got moving on. I'm just reading some of the okay bills going on. Don't sit. Don't. Yeah, it's definitely on the. Don't sit on the speaker vibe. Let's see.
When you asked about when you said, "What happens if they took away the internet?"
Yeah.
Where were you going with that one?
Oh, that was just a real conversation. Like we talk like what's a plan and stuff like that. We
Yeah.
want to know what everybody ideas was because we have to
Like how to get together.
think about that. Yeah, because how are we gonna get in touch with each other and if they close this whole light off because everything is happening crazy now. You know what I mean? They storming the Capitol.
Yeah.
Storming the Capitol. That was the set off. Then before that was Floyd and the girl and all of this stuff is happening. And it's happening within what, 3 to 4 or 5 months.
Right.
Quicker. Now it's MLK Day and everybody got, and I'll feel you on that because everybody got their little spatula and their little greatest dad. You know, but it's real. You got to look at what's going on. Like what the brother said, what it was the plan.
Do you think back then, because we didn't have internet, just word went around, meet us at this spot, and it got so big, all the news got there, right?
Yeah, well, you know.
And then that's what we saw.
Yeah, your word had to be your word, huh?
That's it. I'm thinking about getting a house phone or landline or whatever it calls it.
Yeah.
I would also say the technology we have today was around back then, but when it comes to rallying, you have to understand that all groups, whichever category you want to put said group in, they all had means of communication. Even without technology, there's payphones, there was mail. I mean, there was, and that in itself, while today comes across limiting, it's only limiting when we talk about it today because we have so many other options that are much quicker to reach someone else instantly that wasn't around back then. So when we hear about things now that we're actually only 20 years removed from using frequently, and just 20 years, it sounds like they were never actually really adequate to even work when they work perfectly fine. So letting, when you had voices in different cities, that was just a 5-cent payphone conversation away from, we're rallying, we're going to be here. Or putting something in the mail that, was going to take 3-4 days to get to someone, and then it got there, boom, we're going to be here. So all of those modes of communication, and I say payphone, but also you just needed a phone. Just pick up the phone, just to make the call.
Yeah.
And then people would rally. I think the change that people are fearing that's necessary is changing what caring looks like. Okay, you care. What are you doing? You care about change. What are you doing besides just caring? Going to rallies? Are you putting your voice out there? Are you showing up?
I think with technology,
voting.
No, I agree. I think with technology, it's you could support by sitting behind the screen at your house. You know what I mean? But I think going somewhere, is a bigger, could be more numbers, could be a bigger change. You know what I mean? Touch more people. And I think back then, not so much 20 years ago, but MLK days, more people gather because you can't just watch that stuff from your iPhone or whatever. So I think the phones and the internet can make us support, but not to where there can be change, if that makes sense. I think you have to do more than just watch and believe. I guess I think.
No, I mean your point is accurate, but I think that I was saying earlier, 2020. It's not. And this is again, it's all subjective, person to person basis, but as much as a lot of the uproar and everything happened in 2020, as bad as it was, there's good that comes out of it because like there's conversations that are happening now. There's, you know, you look at changes across states, and there's actually a lot of policies across a lot of different countries. I saw a list the other day. Can't recite it because like the list was actually that long, just showing all the cities, all the states who actually have passed new legislature. You know, we see a lot of statues coming down around the country during this, and not just that, but when I would turn on the TV and I'm watching protests happening around the country at the beginning of this, and even now, I mean, oftentimes the majority of the people I'm watching protesting were white. They weren't even black. So, I mean, to me, that's been a huge change from what we've seen in the past to now, because again, with, you know, black people being 14% of the country in the world we live in, where it's about numbers for politicians, 14%, you know, when all they need is 51%, and we're 14, why do you think we've been overlooked for so long? Because, not to say we don't matter, but in the eye of politicians and a lot of people that are making decisions for us don't even really require our input for those decisions to be made.
Yeah, you seen this meme? This
Real.
meme right here. All we
There's
gotta
some
do
knowledge
is
for that.
all we gotta do is stand up, and the game is over.
Maybe I'll start a Facebook group, right?
Yeah.
I'll have one speaker. The whole nation will be in it, and we'll be like, so there's no other news happening because I lived in Australia for a few years, and it's very long crime, a lot less people, of course. But if something goes on in one city, the whole nation will know. You know, we have enough stuff going on in each city every day that doesn't even get into like the local news. So if we can maybe like find one day where we just all simmer down, keep it low, watch one person happen. I don't know.
Take time, man.
I don't know. You need like a,
Take time.
yeah.
Sit back. Don't react so quickly. Think.
Knifefly says DJ Jackie for president.
Ladies
that,
and
Mom?
gentlemen, here comes the president.
Wait, can I do my speeches once?
Yeah, exactly. That's peace.
Yeah.
That's definitely peace. Yeah, man, that was heavy. I really felt like, yo, that's thinking, because we have to figure out something.
Yeah.
People like the brother said, people scared to change,
I
yo.
know.
Got to be able to have that muscle through that, and it's like,
That's it.
hmm?
I said that's it.
Yeah, exactly.
For better days.
So-
Trouble man.
Check it out, y'all. Prepare for change, man. Just prepare yourself for change. Oh, like, is there something you could work on, like a muscle, like you could work on it, work on yourself? It's just like a exercise. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Just something you're working on. I got to work on
Try something
adapting.
different.
Yeah, it's so hard for people to get out of routines.
Comfort zones.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
You're like,
I mean, that's one of the best ways to change. Do the opposite of what you normally do.
yeah.
next week, go up to somebody and be like, with your
Football.
mask on, and be like, hey,
Yeah, exactly.
how's your day going?
Yeah, it might change your position.
There you go.
Yo, you a quarterback. I want you to play. Like, I don't do that. Yeah, never know.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people are living their lives like in a neutral position.
Right.
So, and that's safe for a lot of people, you know, and for a lot of people they comfort themselves with that because they're like, all right, I'm not doing anything bad. I may not be doing anything good. I'm not doing anything bad.
Right.
So there's like safe, they're neutral, they're quiet. And, you know, I would say get out of that. It's like, pick a horse, you know, either ride with the cause or you're riding against the cause. Not to give people that ultimatum, but the reality is that's where we're at.
That's real.
You know, if you thought like things were getting better, if you thought, look at the last 4 years, you shouldn't feel that way anymore. And I can see why prior to 4 years ago, you might feel that way.
Exactly.
With the optics, you know, and the bones that are being thrown. But if you're really paying attention, it really wasn't, because
Get
even
some
while
teeth for that,
Obama was in the president's office for 8 years, he also spent 8 years having everything he wanted to do get denied by the House and the Senate. So, yeah, we had a president who wasn't white as the face of our country, you know, leader of the world, new world, call it what you want. But on the home front, on the domestic front, the things he wanted to do to actually make change, we're all getting chopped from the jump. Never had a chance, right? So, you know, you look a little closer, and then the 4 years after that, there's a lot of room for improvement. And I think, if nothing else, what we've also realized is the improvement that people thought was actually happening wasn't happening.
Pardon, the cat is wild.
I keep eating.
No, he can't even hear that. So where you at, brother? That was deep. I'm gonna give you a props right for that one. That was heavy.
I know we're like
So
2 weeks.
What's good, my bro?
Huh? What'd you say?
No, you were gonna ask him something?
No, I was asking Sue, where you at, bro?
I'm right here.
Now he was dropping some jewels. I want your input on this too. You know what I'm saying?
You wanna come sit?
Nah, come back up here too.
We could do a fourth chair.
You do a fourth chair.
Wanna bring that fourth chair?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. I mean, you want me to bring it?
You
Okay.
can sit here. Sit here.
You want me to sit with you?
Sit in between.
I'm gonna go.
Hey, this is a lot of talk over chairs. This music chair. No, you can sit. You can sit. Let him go get another chair.
She's gonna take a break.
Jackie can stay.
You're right back.
Oh, okay. Then she can bring another extra chair. That was heavy what you said, bro. Sorry, the cat. If y'all didn't know, Mojito was in the building, and Mojito had to make his catness aware. Cat lives matter. You know what I mean? All 9 of them. Exactly. Mojito is his cat. No, you got a nice cat too, man. I saw your cat. We're moving over there. It's a big, yeah, right? Big, that's your cat, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
almost brought him tonight.
Oh, yeah, you should. Oh,
Okay.
no, don't do
If you want me
that.
to bring him-
I would never
Freddie,
bring no cat in here.
No. Actually, you should you should put it on for one of your.
Somebody said,
part of
Russell,
it.
you would ghost riding over there.
No, Darren.
Let's go get
What?
Somebody said Sue was over there ghost riding. Fire me. I'm sorry. So, yeah, so, what's your thoughts on that, Sue? How you see that? The brother said, he was talking about people are scared of change and stop, being, you have to be a part of it instead of just being in a house. Make a movement. Use your legs, bro.
My opinion about that?
Yeah.
Well, the American government is based off certain policies in this country, yo. It's ruled by bureaucrats, and they have a Senate. The problems with racism is really extended from them and how they kind of put the construct up. You know, the word race is R-A-C-E. It's race. It means like you're in a race. They created racism. So it's never going to, I would say it'll change eventually because the core of their, what they stand for is democracy. So, but they started off in a sense that they were already enslaving other human beings. So they got to clean up kind of what the American government really stands for, because the democracy was never really for us, for black folk. No, eventually evolved to that. So yeah, the change will come when they have to admit that we're not in a white society anymore. You know what I'm saying? In fact, I think white people make up a small majority of the people, as far as like, especially with Latinos. It's not a white society. And if they wanted it to be like that, they shouldn't have brought Africans here. They should have did all the work on their own. But because of that, and their ideologies and different things, because they looked at Africans less than them, so a lot of the stuff that the things that they created, the Constitution, all that, it was really supposed to benefit them. But over the course of history, it changed eventually. So here we are in 2020, and you do kind of see that change. But I would say that the government is kind of letting it play out, because now it's kind of like, all right, now these look at like the shit that happened in the Capitol. They're letting it play that, and that shit has to be played out that way. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, to show you that part of society, because all white people I can't say there's racist in this country. That's completely absurd. You can't say that. You know what I'm saying? That's not. I wouldn't say. I got white people in my group.
Yeah, you definitely can't
You know
say
what I'm
all
saying?
white people are
in my
racist.
group.
Like,
So here's the thing. Let me finish what I'm saying. So yeah, I think the change will eventually come. And you know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of kind of like, still a lot of work that needs to be done. But eventually you get there. You eventually get there. People need to be educated, man.
I'll just say this.
Let me say this.
Evil, you wrong.
Let me say this. I'll be the first one to tell you that a lot of our people, African Americans, whatever, Moors, whatever word you want to use that makes you feel good. A lot of us need to we still need to raise our consciousness a little bit more to be able to get to that change.
There you go.
A lot of people we call it post-traumatic slave disorder.
PTSD.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta teach Africans that their rich history, because you wasn't told that. You was told you was a pig and you was all this. You wasn't nothing. You don't got nothing. So that has to be bred out. And in order to be able to do that, you got to learn about who you are. And then once you learn about who you are, right, then everything else will fall in line. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn that way. You got to learn, because you don't know nothing. You think you was a slave. My people were slaves. We don't know nothing, blah, blah, blah. You're going to go out here and you're going to run out here and act like an animal. You know what I'm saying? There's no hope. You see what I'm saying? So that's what Dr. King and Malcolm and all them guys, John Henry Clark and all them, that's what they was installing inside of us back then. But I do think, let me say this though, there's a lot of blacks, we as a people, that try to take the information and run with it and try to, like Brother Polite, right? All these guys, you know, run blue pill, red pill. No, we gotta call the names out, cause you know.
Come on. Yeah,
no, because you know, because here's
Brother
the thing.
Polite gonna call. He gonna come.
I don't care. Tell him to call up.
And red pill and blue pill.
Tell him to call up. We can have a conversation.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Especially Polite. He can't tell me nothing about Nuwapian, yo, at all. Don't even talk. You don't even know Dr. York.
I know he could hold it before. Yeah.
So I know Dr. York. You know what I'm saying? So here's the thing. We gotta get so once you get the knowledge, right? Your mind. A lot of blacks want to sell it off, or you want to get egotistical.
What knowledge?
You want to get knowledge of yourself. You know what I'm saying? And the whole thing about gaining knowledge of yourself, to know thyself, right? It's not about competition. A lot of guys think it's competition. It's really not about competition, because that information you learn, and that shit can't really make no motherfucking money in the real world. Don't nobody want to hear about Egyptians and Israelites and all that, and when it's talking about finances and banking and all that kind of stuff, that go out the window. That's cool and all. That's great. But, you know, we got to get to the real business. So the thing is, cats, man, they get the information, man, and their mind is like, wow. And then they don't know how to really do it. They'll do it.
But
They don't know
you
what to
sound
do
like
it.
Brother Polite now, because you saying that you sound like Brother Polite, because Brother Polite be saying that.
No. Brother Polite is not.
He says it's all about getting your money. That can't help you with your money.
It's about getting your money, but it's a separate. He uses like he's tried to create his own doctrine and all that stuff, like our teacher did. And here's the thing with that. You can learn, and right now, see, Doc and all them, Dr. Ben and Dr. York, all them, they had to do that because that was in the last century. They had to, Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad and all them, they had to do that. Now when we're in the hereafter, we don't need no more Dr. Yorks and all that no more. Now we know. You feel me? We don't need a guy standing up there trying to teach and preach and all that. Now we're in the end of the information age, right? Now everything that was revealed has been revealed. Now you can go and obtain information from any source, right?
Yeah,
from
you
any
can.
source. You want to learn about brain surgery, you can go online and Google it. You got to get a teaching on it, but you can go online and learn about this stuff.
Right.
Okay, so no, we can't. We're not in the age of the saviors no more. Oh, I can speak 5 languages. Yo, I know Africans that can speak 10, 20 languages. What's so great about that? You know what I'm saying? That doesn't work anymore. So that style of teaching doesn't work anymore. We can't, nobody, like, cause somebody like this brother.
So what's your problem with Brother Polite?
I don't have no, I'm saying I don't have no problem with anybody. You can't use the information to try to make yourself like, oh, well, I know more than this brother right here, or this sister over here, or this guy. No, you can't do that. This stuff is in, everybody can read. You can learn it too. 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 This ain't about you. Yo, you gonna stand up there because somebody don't know what. See, back in the days we had to read books. Now it's the internet. See, a lot of people back in the day, most people, you know, even though people can read real well, a lot of people don't want to sit down and read a whole book like that. They attention span.
You can,
hold on, that's what I'm saying.
You can
now,
listen to books.
That's what I'm saying. Let me finish what I'm saying. So the thing is, right? With these individuals, now you can become a teacher. Now you can stand up there and you can say, "I'm like Dr. York."
But that's what Brother Polite been teaching. That's what he's
Listen.
saying. You sound like him.
No, because I don't sell knowledge. I don't sell that. I don't sell.
Oh,
I
he's
don't
selling
sell no knowledge, yo.
Let me go back to a couple
I
things
don't
you
sell
said, though. Russell. One, this country is still majority white. Like, number one, like, they have not been taken over in terms of numbers.
Yeah, I'll say.
Like
I
they said, all right, 1 second, I'm on it. I'm on it. So that's one thing.
Right.
The other thing, in terms of, like, when we're talking about positions like racism, like, we'll get there. That would be great, but like we're so far from there. We're so far, and there's a huge difference in positions and positions of power. There's positions where your word actually is going to carry weight in the decisions that are going to be made. And when I talked about like bones being thrown, that's what I'm talking about. Like, oh, look at this. There's a black CO here. Like, don't let the optics fool you. Like, we still have a long way to go. And it's not just about knowledge. It's black people, Latinos, Asians, whites. People are all knowledgeable. It's about action. It's about change.
So, okay,
And
you
the
talk
thing
about
is,
the
I'm
action
talking
and all
about it.
that.
1 second. So people who are not acting with this knowledge, like, you understand, where does racism come from? It's not a gene you're born with.
No, I just
People
told
are
you.
racist. Just hear me out. People
that.
are racist because when they're born, the household that they're raised in, they're taught racism. That's so, and for black people, like, black people can be felt and they can feel this way however they want. But like, it's a two-way road. There's nothing like black people can do. There's no knowledge that we can as black people do on our own that's gonna make racism go away. Like, acts need to happen everywhere under all households if we're gonna see some sort of change in racism. Because like, you can do whatever you want, I can do it. But if like all these white kids in middle America, which where, by the way, is where the majority of white people reside, because black people are 14% of the country, and if you take out, you can take LA, Oakland, Detroit, Houston, Chicago, New York, DC, Baltimore, and a couple other cities, and you're gonna have Atlanta. You just take those right there and even throw New Orleans in there, and you got about 10% of that 14% of black America right there in those 10 cities. So in all these other states,
well, I didn't say. Let me say this.
I'm
Let me finish.
I'm just
go
telling.
ahead.
I'm just finish what
All
I'm
right,
saying.
all right.
So people who are in all these other states, like, we need there to be some change happening there. We need them to wake up. We need these kids to hear what their parents are telling them, what their cousins or uncles or aunts are telling them about black people, and not believing it and choosing to decide on their own when they actually encounter one. Because understand, there's a ton of white people, Latinos, even age, like, that are being raised in areas where they don't even encounter a black person. They don't even meet a black person. Some of these cops shooting black people, their first encounter with a black person is when they pulled them over before they shot them. Like, I mean, and again, I'm not even going down that road, but like my point is, you have to understand, like, it's not so simple just like reading a book or listening to a book, getting some knowledge. Like, actions, people need to act. That's what I'm talking about. Like, people need, you want to see change, people need to shift their gear out of neutral and think that like saying nothing is safe. No, you need to say something. They need to say something. And the people who can say the most and do the most are the non-black people who, like I said, are now, you look at all of the different, turn on the news, if you're watching during all these protests, I'm like, yo, I've seen way more non-black people than I'm seeing, and that's why this has continued to go on for so long, because the higher percentages of population are finally starting to speak up.
That's
I'm not saying that like we're gonna see like all this
But it's a
extra,
change.
but like the needle moved a little
Skipping.
in
Yeah.
2020,
Yeah.
and there was a lot of energy behind it, you know, where it's still moving. But let's not make any mistake about this. It wasn't like the needle was sitting on like 80% racism gone and we're just 20% away. Like, fucking we're nowhere even
That's
close to
real talk.
that. Like, not even probably like 35-40%. But like the point is like 2020, like the needle definitely moved, and we need to get behind it. And it's gonna take a lot more. Like knowledge is necessary, but action is more. What do people say all the time? Classic
So hold
cliche,
on though.
actions speak
You
louder
keep
than
talk.
words,
You
right?
keep talking about action, right? So how first of all, in order to move to have action on anything, dog, it's not funny. In order to have action, fam, you gotta obtain a certain amount of knowledge. So you're saying all those people that went out there, all the white people that was out there protesting with Black Lives Matter, you're saying that they had the knowledge, so therefore they acted because of what they knew? No, they didn't. They
said that.
reacting.
I didn't
no,
say they needed
I
knowledge.
said no. You saying they need to
Sometimes
act.
just opening your eyes is enough.
Nah,
I saw
man.
this black
No,
dude get killed on
no,
TV tonight.
no.
That's enough.
You
for
can't.
me.
You can't
Like,
say that though.
Unacceptable.
You can't say that though, because you're gonna sit up here and say, well, we need to act more, and then you're gonna turn around and say, well, we don't need no knowledge. What? Yo, you need to, in order to be able
I
to act.
said you
hold
don't
on.
need all this knowledge that you are speaking on.
Yo, I'm
to
talking about
take
knowledge of self.
action.
The reason why certain black people don't move because they don't got no. They like I'm not going
Don't
down
take
there.
my
I'm not doing
words
that.
personal against you.
No, I'm not. I'm not taking
Don't
it
take my
personally.
words personally
Hold on,
against
you're
you.
on a platform
I'm
though.
not, I'm not,
you
but
can't.
I'm
You
not here
can't.
attacking you. I'm speaking my word, what
All right,
I
well,
see.
Then
my
you made
opinion.
hold on. Then you made another statement about racism, right?
Okay, which one?
All right. Racism is not bred. You said, okay, you're not born racist. This country was this country was made off of white supremacy, fam.
What does that have to do with
It has a lot to do. It has a lot to do with. That means you're inbred. They taught their own children to hate black people. So how you gonna sit up here and say
they taught?
Yo.
You just said it.
Yes,
They taught.
yes.
That's what I said.
Yeah, all right. So how do you inbred? No, you didn't say that.
I
You
said
didn't say that.
racism is taught.
Yeah, all right.
That's
So,
exactly what I said.
but you
We
trying to
can
sit
run
up
this
here and
back.
say,
We can rewind this back.
you can run it back. But the point I'm making is, you trying to sit up here and say, well, we don't need to be educated about anything.
Never
We just
said
need.
that.
Yeah,
I
you
never
did.
said that.
How you got
said
a
that.
problem.
on
Know what
film.
it is?
Everything's
You got
on
you
film.
got
Said
you,
that.
you got a problem with me saying that you need knowledge of yourself as a black person to obtain to get to the next level to react, which is an action, my brother.
We're talking
So
about
you're not
stopping-
gonna react.
we're talking
Hold on,
about
let me finish what I'm
stopping
saying.
racism.
Yo, in
That
order
was
to
the
stop,
conversation. That's what you
in
were
order
talking about.
exactly.
We gotta keep it
In order,
calm, man. We gotta
hold
keep
on, let me
that
say
positive.
this.
He's
Let me
like,
say this.
yeah.
Let me say this.
Yeah.
In
Yeah,
order
it
for
is.
a person not to be racist, black or white, you have to be, especially black people, us as a people, we need to be re-educated about ourselves. Because if someone taught you you were other than yourself, how can the slave or the so-called slave redeem who he was?
Someone can be dumb as hell,
Nah, man.
but
You
know
gotta-
enough to be
I'm
like,
listening-
I
yeah,
don't
listen,
listen
to
to
each
someone
other.
because of their
Killer
color.
Priest, hold on.
But y'all
Killer
gotta
Priest was
listen to
hold
each
on.
other though. Y'all
I
gotta
hear what
listen.
he's saying. I'm reacting off what he's
But
saying.
he trying to say something right now. So
Okay,
let's listen to
go
what he
ahead.
got to say. Well, we heard what you
Go
got to
ahead.
say. Go ahead, brother.
Someone can be dumb as hell, but can know enough to be like, there's no reason in my head as this white person to hate this black person. There's no reason in my head as this Latino person to hate this Asian person. I may not be smart. I could have dropped out of high school. I could have never read a book in my life, but I can still, just because of what I was taught in the household that I was raised in, know enough regards that there's no reason for me to hate anyone who doesn't look like me. Like, I don't need knowledge of myself to know that there's no reason for me to hate anyone who doesn't look like me if that's how I was taught and raised in the house I was born in.
Okay, that's where you was raised, and unfortunately, in this country, that's just simply not how it is. And I want to make one point.
Again,
Hold
the
on,
point I
hold
was
on,
making.
Code it.
hold on.
No, he's saying it's coded. Hold hold on. Let's get some what's the name
You're
here.
saying everything that I said, by the way.
Yeah,
No, you know you're not, man, because you sitting up here trying. I think is a personal problem with the concept of knowledge of self. Because you try to say, well, I don't need your knowledge. What you talking about? My knowledge. What you talking about? That's the word know thyself is written in the ancient pyramids, brother, on the walls. Everybody knows that who has knowledge of themselves. I don't think you got knowledge of yourself, brother.
Right here.
Yeah, well, you know, when you make statements like that, man, you got to be able to back it up, man.
Priest and the two lawyers.
You know, but because here's the thing, I'm gonna make a point. Killah Priest was an Israelite. I used to be a Nuwapian, right? These are two organizations where we gain information to be able to raise our consciousness to another level.
Okay.
So here's the thing. You can't rule that out about other people out here that's willing to teach their people to be able to raise their consciousness to another level. Now, if you hold on, you finish what you're saying. Hold on with you. If you grew up in your house and that's what your parents and your dad told you, oh, everybody, and that's what they told you, that philosophy, fine. But that doesn't work in every family in America, brother. And that's just simply not the reality. That's simply not the reality we living in. Living in America.
I said racism isn't a gene it's taught, which then you.
Yeah, well, it is a gene. It is a gene it's taught because this country is based off of white supremacies, bro.
Calm it down. Let's calm it down, bro. Let's keep this at a.
Don't come on here, especially when you're talking to a former Israelite and a person who was a part of the Nuwapian nation of Moors, and try to say, well, we don't need that. You could just look around and say that's wrong.
Again, that's not. What
That's not. Yeah, you did say that. You said that, brother. That's what you said.
Killah Priest, is that what I said?
Nah, we got it on tape. We got it on tape. We can rewind everything, bro. Yeah. We can rewind everything.
By the way, he's even saying that what you're saying I said I didn't say.
Hey man, it's for the people. Really, it ain't really about us. It's about how the people.
I'm listening. You know him better.
I'm listening. Yeah.
He's sitting here telling you that what you're saying I said.
Well,
I did not say.
Yeah. Where's this yeah, exactly. So that just turned into something. Yeah, listen, yo, this all toast, yo. This is all toast. Where's your put your brew down?
I ain't got
toast with that though. You got see what you got, bro. You might as well toast with that.
No, I ain't toasting with that, bro.
You want to put that in another cup?
No, you sip it a little bit.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna keep it moving. You back? Yeah. Where you been, bro? It was on over here, man.
I was watching.
I had to.
On my phone.
It's all love, though. At the end of the day, no, it's all love. It's just.
Bus Laden, you don't want to see that.
Huh? The what?
Yeah.
What you said?
Who's that? Bus Laden.
Bus Laden. He said he wants to see me and Raju over here arm wrestle.
Nah. Hey, that's the whole point of these podcasts is to be expressing, having a discussion.
It's not like that.
The other thing is to exercise the.
Drop $100 donation and go arm wrestle.
Yeah. Oh,
hey.
Yeah.
Yo.
Woo.
All right. Moving right along on how matter of fact, let me ask you a question. How was the tequila? I tasted a little bit of it. You like it?
It's cool.
It's kind of smooth.
Now, well, I am more of a tequila connoisseur than I would be wine.
Right.
Wine I just drink. I like, but no, I know tequila, good tequilas. What do you do? It's cool for the category, the price group.
You laying them down slowly. You want to just shoot them down? Hey, D said, I tried. This tell the truth.
Oh no, that's not.
It's smooth down R&B. Patron?
Hell no.
No, I'm saying you wouldn't
no
rate it
shout
Patron.
out to Patron.
You wouldn't. No, I'm saying
the worst
rate it.
tequila actually.
Yeah,
on
exactly.
The market is Patron.
You wouldn't rate that to Patron.
I would rate it higher, and it's half the price of Patron.
There you go.
What do you think of The Rock's, Dwayne The Rock Johnson's tequila?
It's legit. I put down 2 bottles of it in the last week. It's legit.
It should be better than. I didn't like the Jordan.
I've had Jordans.
Yeah.
Not good.
I didn't try
It's
them.
overpriced. The Rock, dude. The Rock is so smart. I mean, this dude came out with a tequila he put his name on that is as good as Casamigos. Personally, in my experience, I've drank a lot of tequila better than Casamigos. And it's half the price.
Have you ever tried Ocho?
Ocho. No.
Yeah, tequila.
No.
Yeah, that's a smooth one. That's a good one right there. Ocho, try that. Try that one there. Yeah,
What's it
Ocho.
called?
Ocho.
Ocho.
Yeah, 8.
What was that shit I was drinking?
Fortaleza?
What?
Fortaleza? Have you tried Fortaleza?
No. What was the one I drunk that one night, man? I got messed up.
That was Don Julio 70, I believe. Yeah, you couldn't even walk. It's hard to walk with your legs crossed. I always say when you're trying to, and you had the skateboard in your hand. That was like, so Ocho, yeah, it was.
I was messed up.
Yeah. Let me see. Mezcal on the with the worm. Oh, wait a minute. The tequila with the worm. That was mezcal?
Nah, man. Oh,
because I never.
Man, that's the Mexican style, right?
Yeah, there was a tequila before with a snake in it. One time we went, they had a real rattlesnake inside of the tequila bottle. So I am white and I love you, bro.
Orale, Holmes.
So swords, man. Yeah.
Panic. Who's Panic?
We all right now. We just reading what's the name? Hit subscribe. How many people we got in the building right now?
154.
Okay, 154. How long we been rocking?
Approximately.
Yeah, we ain't really been rocking that long.
3 hours and 11
3
minutes.
hours?
3 hours, y'all. I'm gonna have to land this plane soon, bro. I'm gonna have to. It's about that time. I mean, we did it early. This was an extra special because we had a party after this.
Hey, we're gonna be doing it earlier from now on too, huh? Is this the new time?
Yes. We're gonna be doing the podcast earlier so everybody on the East Coast can make
5
sure
p.m. Pacific Standard.
Okay.
Which I don't know what that in East Coast is. 8?
5 p.m. Pacific Standard is 8.
8 p.m. in East Coast.
Yeah.
And then we go until, like, what time is it now? 8-ish.
Huh?
So 5 to 8 PST.
Yeah, exactly.
Mondays and Wednesdays. That's our schedule right now.
Exactly. Yo, I want to shout out everybody who came to the podcast. First of all, you have anything you want to say? Anything you want to say to him?
No, I just want to say I appreciate the invite, appreciate the time here. Definitely love talking to you guys. Good time. Obviously, I've watched you guys before, so it's nice to get on the platform and share my piece, share, my thoughts. And, if I drop one little noodle for folks, just like, conversations are when people are discussing their opinions without someone else in the conversation, attempting to sway them to their opinion because they think it's fact. People only get into arguments.
Is that a shot?
People only get into arguments when they think that their opinions are facts. When you have people talking, understanding and respecting each other's word, for its opinion, you have a really good conscious conversation that can go really far.
There you go. And
by the way, I'm not saying this has nothing to do with.
Got you.
My man right here to my right.
So
this is my boy. Like, we cool. Like, we know that. Like, that has nothing to do with that. That's like, I share that with a lot of people because it's just how, like, and why, like, when you get into, like, conversations with folks, it's always cool from the jump to be like, hey, before we go any further, let's just make sure we all recognize and respect the fact, like, we're sharing our opinions here.
Yeah.
That's all. You know what I'm saying? And when that is understood and accepted by all involved, dude, your conversation can become everything.
That's real.
When people are speaking on their opinions as facts, it's just a bunch of loud noise.
Indeed.
And nothing moves. That needle I keep talking about, it goes nowhere.
That was it. Sue, you have anything to say? That's a great shot.
That's fucked up.
Brother took out a sounding sword.
That's such bullshit.
That's all good. Nah, Sue good. Sue good. Well, Sue, you cool? I mean, what you want to say to the people? And let me say this. It's all love. Everybody up here on the panel, we just have, it's great to have dialogue, and people don't have real dialogue with each other anymore. And this is the thing. Growth is building. And when you build, you conversate with each other. And you conversate with each other having healthy dialogue. Healthy dialogue is about uplifting at the end of the day. As long as you uplift one other and you could feel a change. You know what I'm saying? A change coming in a positive diaspora. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole thing. And you should do it too. Everyone out there. And challenge thoughts are meant to be challenged, and things are meant to be to uplift for the betterment of self. He gonna really hit me with that. Oh yeah, for real.
Okay, well,
he killed me with that. He gonna play man in the mirror on me.
What I do?
Make that change.
Make that change.
My
Go
final
ahead,
words?
go ahead, Sue.
Well, what I'm here to do is expose everything.
This sure ain't gonna be over.
So you can't really run around and not accept the outright conspiracies of the United Snakes of America Corporation. So, especially exploiting black people. I mean, it's in all of their iconographs, the stories, even the Star Spangled Banner. That was based off of another, written another way to actually downgrade black folk. So when I'm here, I'm just, maybe I am like the adversary, I'm the guy on the side that, hey, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna say that. I'm not disagreeable. I just come in. But hey, you gotta have, like he said, you gotta have the balancement. You gotta have these dialogues. You know what I mean? So the people out there can be able to grudge that, man.
But let me. Okay, hey, let's end it. Can we land this?
That stuff I told you about Dr. King is true though.
Yeah, that's dope.
You know what I mean?
Dope. That was dope.
You can look that up. That's all public information.
Yeah, exactly.
You can get on Dr. King's case.
Exactly.
Which was very, very interesting. That guy, Judge, what's his name? Judge Joe, was that Joe Brown? Is that?
Huh?
He done a bunch of documentaries like speaking
Joe
about
Brown?
Yeah, Joe Brown, Judge Joe Brown.
Judge Joe Brown?
Yeah. He's very intelligent. He's one of the guys that's very informative about that case as well. He actually worked on it.
Mm-hmm.
And whatnot.
At the end of the day.
Yeah. But here we are.
I know.
It's all good. We all brothers, man.
At the end
black folks.
At the end of the day.
Because this brother right here, I might need this guy one day. I might need him, I might want to sing a song. Now that I know ain't nothing, you can have ghostwriters and R&B singing and shit, I want to learn how to sing. You write a song for me?
Sing a song. Make it loud. Sing it strong.
Hold on, though. You don't think Drake you don't think Drake writes his
it's
stuff,
by the
right?
Carpenters. It's by the Carpenters. Put on the karaoke version.
You don't think Drake writes those songs? Some of the songs, like the singing song stuff?
This plane's in the dead drop.
What about The Weeknd? What about him?
Happy
Come on.
You don't think he writes his stuff?
Why do you think he does?
Here we go.
I just thought, because I write my stuff. You know what it is? I write
yeah,
my
I know
stuff.
that, home.
You know
Y'all
what I
can
mean?
sing with me.
I write my rhymes. So if you write you understand like somebody like that. So like if I was in a studio session, would you like
sing out loud?
And I was in there looking, I'm like, yo, you wrote that?
Sing out strong.
So don't take this the wrong way. Don't take this the wrong way. I'm just trying to make a point. I'm not taking a shot. I'll put you in the same boat. You're like, yo, you write your own stuff. That's cool. You go and buy your own groceries too, don't you?
Yeah.
The Weeknd don't.
Okay.
You go to the mailbox and pick up your own mail, don't you? The Weeknd don't. You probably edge yourself up in the morning sometimes before you go somewhere, right? The Weeknd don't
do that.
You probably shop for your own clothes. The Weeknd don't.
Don't worry,
in the mall
it's
buying your
not
clothes. The Weeknd
good
don't.
enough for anyone
You put your own
else to
makeup on and you rock it
hear.
before you go out.
Just
The Weeknd don't.
He has a whole cast.
Sing a song.
What is that? It's a whole other world.
Come on.
All right,
You probably do your taxes on TurboTax. The Weeknd don't.
Yo.
You just taking it to another chain. See, my cousin was saying the same
take
thing.
us out.
He was saying the same thing.
Land the plane, because this ain't stopping. We ain't gonna, no stopping. Yo, you can land the plane. Yo, man. Whenever you ready. We got the cry, baby. Yeah, I'm T-drunk, yo. Man, good looking, man. Thanks for coming to the show, bro.
Appreciate it.
No doubt. Hey, D, you ain't say nothing to him?
Yeah.
Oh,
At least we still on.
Yeah, we still on. We're gonna be back on what's today? Monday. Yeah, we'll be back on Wednesday.
And we have it. And this is the.
Oh, we got another guest on Wednesday.
Who's that?
And we
She is a singer, a Sagittarius singer. I don't want to mess her name up, but she'll be here on Wednesday.
She look good?
Yeah.
Because you from Brooklyn to lose your fight. Nah, man. Grown, I'm straight. Yeah, exactly. Trouble, man, I have to end the show. I'm sorry. I mean, we've been here 3 hours.
Yeah.
We can go on for 8, but we can't. We have things to do. And we'll be back. We're definitely going to be back. This time, I'm going to try to finish this tea. This is the first time I'm like really just in it. Just having a good time, bro. Yo, that's good with writing and stuff like that. So let's take them out with what you gonna take them out with?
Democracy.
Yeah, it's cool.
Bust, wash off the rust. This is prophecy. I ain't just talking tough. Democracy rules everything around me. Dream. They put me in charge of the new Tiger team. Illmatic, still savage, still addict. Mechanics build the rhymes, I build the mechanics. Buying every language, trying every programming. To copy rap flows nowadays, no challenge. Smoke don't rise in the opposite direction. Overhead projectors don't stop to perfection. Gallop over the polls after the election. The master of impressions like Zachariah Sitchin. Permission to get crunked up, ask the instructor. Big brother nigga level 1 lyrics this summer. We live in tumultuous times, I must be out of my mind. Recording rhymes like I'm soldering wires behind giant porcelain tigers with needle-nose pliers. They told me I was hired, so I left with those buyers. My ship got less talk, but it's a bit lighter. Tell General Myers I fix both fighters. Situational awareness of all areas. Knowledge is the disease. We are all carriers of flow nighters. Flow the nicest with no guidance. From the hip-hop, antivirus. Sunrises, 30 arc seconds. The sunspot crisis. Put fucking blisters on your iris. 10 observations per satellite. The higher masses orbit the rhyme the fast I write.
Well, what the fella said. Mentally, for 30 years under the Borgias, they had warfare, terror, murder, bloodshed. And 500 years of democracy and peace.
First, let's take away the planets, erase the stars, delete everything in the solar system and the concept of God. Now it's just us standing in darkness. I invite you to a contest. It's quite complex. You want light, use your conscience. You want sight, create a content. The addiction must create friction, sparking thoughts as they listen to enlighten someone confused. Watch it burn down to where the thought stems from. It's like a pen when it goes in the gun. From within, explode then it's done. It lights like the glow of the sun. Implode in a black dot, then explode a blow to a hole to a black spot. This friction causes resistance, which is the cause of all existence. These laws are scientific, so pay attention. The method I use connected by tubes, digested like food. I complexed it for fools, they can't get the message of Jews. I left it for you, place the record on spools. Now the speed is 33 seconds it move. In rotation, that's a glow creation. Light up the whole nation is motivation. The sky has streaks of white fire. The angry cloud noise intenses the writer. Mystic alphabet brightens his eyes up. The syllables connect, his eyes become fire like the Messiah. He begins to talk in the rhythm like tension. Grabbing the mic from out of a dimension, begins to spitting, splitting atoms. The rhythm had him in a trance. The rhythm enhanced, his senses advanced till he began to look like a lamp. His head grew incredible, impregnable, impossible. What letters can do, it put me on a pedestal. Priestess of Nazareth, I came back like Lazarus, spreading havoc with the magic gift.